start this show. What's up, my cursors? We are live here on the curb. Don't forget to tag y'all some favorite somebody and let them know that we are live. And I see that I got, let's see, Sean is on deck. Hey, Sean, what's going on?
Hello.
Girl, do you know I'll be sometimes over here talking and forget to turn my damn mic on. Okay.
Oh damn.
Be over here just a talking. Trying to tag a few people on the curve so they can come on in. And you guys make sure you let everybody know on YouTube that we live on YouTube as well. Um,
Yes, we are here.
girl, yes. Okay. Well, I don't see Shantae on deck, so we're gonna keep it pushing. Let's see here. Who else do we got? Acting funny on a thing. Okay. Well, let's get this show on the road, huh? Y'all already know who we got to talk about up front. Because I swear for God, every time we turn
Renee.
around, who was what?
I said, Renee, get in
Oh,
here. I have to call her. You know.
Lord have mercy. Uh, yeah, you gotta tag. Make sure you tag a child because you know her baby daddy is live and in living color. You know. Well, let's get into it. So, R. Kelly's fiance, y'all know we was already discussing this prior to that. Joyclyn said that they was engaged. Well, now she has announced that they are expecting a baby, and they are super excited about this whole ordeal. I don't know what to say about this because I was like, so wait a minute, how is he getting conjugal visits if he's not married? When did this take place? When did this impregnation take place?
Girl. Now his lawyer then came out and said that that's not true. She's not
Right.
pregnant. So, because I was definitely wondering the same. I'm like, Rob, are you getting special treatment over down to the jail?
How in that? Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense though. Like literally, how can that be? And why would she come out to say something like that and then have the whatchamacallit turn around and say she was lying?
Girl, she's a little touched. Now that's
Mhm.
what I believe. Jocelyn. She's a little special now.
Oh, girl. Well, and not only that, she is claiming that she is also supposed to be coming out with a tell-all book. And for some reason, I don't know how we ended up getting 11 pages, but that's what they was reporting that she was coming out with an 11-page tell-all book.
Well, she ain't telling shit in no damn 11 pages. That ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing she gonna be telling in 11
I'm
pages,
like,
child. I don't.
man, well, you ain't doing nothing. I said, my child will have a longer memoir than some damn 11 pages, Jocelyn. Or
That,
Joycelyn.
that's
Girl.
crazy. Well, they said, according to Hollywood Unlocked, that she is set to release the tell-all memoir about living under the shadow of her alleged fiance, R. Kelly, in their relationship. She confirmed the news earlier with the New York Post, where the book will be titled Love and Joy of Robert. And it
Oh.
is expected to be published on Saturday. However, she didn't fully confirm whether she was officially engaged with
Mm.
R. Kelly. All I can say is that it is about Robert, the beginning of my life in Robert's shadow, where things begin to take off and where they are currently going. She said in a statement to the outlet. Savage also said that everyone's questions regarding her relationship with the R&B singer would be answered in a book. Additionally, she didn't reveal if the book would be self-published or distributed through a publishing house.
Shit, if it's 11 pages, trust and believe it's her typing in her computer and emailing it to somebody.
Just cold blooded. And girl, it's gonna have grammatical errors and everything because you know these younger people don't know how to write.
Girl, it's true. It's sad, but it's true. And
Oh,
oh, Joyclyn, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about her. To me, the way she done cut her family off and stuff like that, I'm just like, I don't know if she's completely brainwashed. Did her family do her dirty? Because they still want her to, you know,
hmm.
come back and be in their life.
I haven't, and that's really curious. Like nobody has heard anything about her mom and dad anymore. Nothing. They went ghost.
Girl, I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't know. I mean, they are an odd group of people, all of them, you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I don't even know whether or not I truly believe that she's pregnant.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, she might very well be pregnant, but I don't believe it's no damn Roberts. Now, that ain't Robert's baby.
Mm.
Yeah, no, you ain't gonna make me believe that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-mm. Well,
Well,
all I can say is God bless her. I believe she's a little psychologically off. I don't know. You know, this is just my guess. Something wrong. That's it.
yeah, she ain't all hooked up to the right cords and outlets, honey. She is not on deck. Okay. Let's see
Her
who we got
Crayola
in
box is a few Crayolas short. FYI, you know.
right. Let's see who we got on the curve right now. I see we got Justine. Hey Justine, Mama Joe is in the building. Hey Mama. Right. Justine said 11 pages. Oh yeah, right. Well, like, what's up with that, girl? Crazy. Hey Dry. And you said I know she better not put out an 11-page bumper sticker. I
Not a
hope she
bumper
does.
sticker to run.
Child, I hope not. I hope not. Hey Shantae, thanks for joining us today,
Yeah.
girl. What's it say?
So,
What up, Michelle?
Yes. Jerron says, sorry, she just got here. I thought an attorney spoke out and said it's a lie. It's on the card. Yeah, we discussed that already. That they said that she was lying. Um,
Yeah,
so
child, they say she lying, but you know, I say, you know, she might be pregnant, but it ain't from Robert. So she out here tipping and dipping. She cheating on her boo.
I don't know what to say about that. I really
I don't
don't.
know. That might fuck up if he's circumventing his royalty funds.
Yeah, yeah, something is off with this whole thing. And yeah, I'm trying to find what the attorney was saying that it was a liarization as well. Let me see, is this the right one? Right. So R. Kelly. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Because I wanted to read what they were saying in regards to what the attorney has said, but yeah, because I don't think she is. I think that's a big ass lie.
Well, or she crazy, you know? Lord, let me quit saying that. Allegedly.
Okay, so the lawyer says Jocelyn is not pregnant with his baby. People are just insane. This is what he said. So, according to Hollywood Unlocked, it says R. Kelly's attorney recently spoke with TMZ and shut down the claims that the singer's alleged fiance Joyclyn Savage is pregnant with his child. As we previously reported, Savage released a new 11-page book yesterday on Amazon. So it's already out. Ah, wait a minute, I gotta go down.
Let me scurry over to Amazon. Hold up, hold up.
Oh God.
Amazon.com.
This is crazy. Let me see. Let me see if it'll tell me what the name of the book is. Okay, so they released it on Amazon. Savage claims she was pregnant with R&B singer's child. Months later, I began expecting severe morning sickness and was unsure what was wrong with my body. Savage reportedly writes, "I thought I had contracted COVID-19, but the most amazing news of all was that I was expected. It was a happy day, but an incomplete time in my life. Today, I'm grateful to God for giving me the most precious gift. Robert is extremely excited about the news that I am having a baby and feels sad that Robert would not be able to be here with us." Yet, in a statement to TMZ, Kelly's lawyer, Jennifer Bogine, denied the claims, writing that Savage is certainly not pregnant with R. Kelly's child. And Bogine also expressed that Savage's book is not a tell all memoir, while adding that people are just insane.
Who is people? Because we ain't doing nothing but reading the news. So you talking about Joyclyn?
I guess so. Let's see. Is it? I
Girl,
didn't
what
get
you
any
say the
result.
name of that book? Because I didn't pull nothing up by her name.
I didn't put nothing up by her name either. Let me see if it says what the name of the book. Love and Joy of Robert. That's the
Oh,
title.
well.
Love and Joy of Robert is supposed to be the title. Hold on, let me put that in the search engine. Child. That's crazy. Girl, it is Love and Joy of Robert. Hold on. What am I
Oh, it's free. It's got a 2-star rating.
It
If you got it's a bestseller though. If you got Kindle Unlimited, you can get it for zero. Oh, okay, girl.
wait a minute. Here, let me pull this up.
Let me see.
So Love and Joy of Robert. It's $14.99 for the paperback and $0 on Kindle. Let's take a look. It's in this child. Let's take a read. uh Oh, okay, so that's basically what it was saying on TMZ. Okay, so the book Love and Joy of Robert is one of the books I wrote to keep everyone up to date regarding the shadows of living with Robert. I went from living in a place where no one cared about my mental health to being able to live the best life I could. Taking part in this book was the first part of my experience of something I cannot ever go get over, and I was able to share something Robert did not want to be known to the public, but I begged him to reveal that information to his fans.
Hold up, 6-4. I'm looking at the review. Somebody told me, I know you fucking lying. But why? Why would you even write this pamphlet for publication? I hope this is the pre-phase of some music being released. Girl, you are definitely not him. Also, the math ain't mathing, but that's between you and Robert. You were definitely smart to put this on KU Kindle Unlimited, because just like my nosy self did, I know those pages are being read. Girl, she got quite a few reviews on how much they do. The book just
But
came out
look, she
yesterday.
only got 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. Like they not giving her no good ass reviews. It's like 67% of 1 stars and 13% of 5 stars.
Girl, they telling us don't waste your time. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Look, one said, yeah, what the fuck did I just read? I'm more confused than before I started to read this. I hope part 2 is proofread with correct spelling, grammar, and most of all,
Bullshit.
understand to what was put in part 1. Lord, make it make sense. I told y'all she didn't know how to write. I told y'all. I told y'all. The other one said, I know you fucking lied. Okay, that's the way you read. Then another one said horrible. I can't believe I just read. This book was horrible. I'm wondering, is this really her? Don't waste your time. To
Ooh,
what? This is clickbait. If you really Joyclyn writing this book, why put him on blast and then say you're pregnant? He's been in jail longer than 9 months. That baby would have been here already.
I mean, do you hear me?
They said, girl, this book is a cry for help. This book reads like a cry for help. I think the author is asking for help without asking for help. The book is written like a stream of consciousness. So it's all over the place with thoughts that seem incoherent. However, I suspect two things. She wants help because she feels trapped. And the baby, of course, is not his, but she's been asking to sleep with someone from his staff. This is her way of appearing happy about it, but at the same time asking for help. Law enforcement should do a welfare check. Oh my
Didn't I tell your ass pregnant by somebody else? I said it.
girl, this is crazy as hell. What in the hell is going on? Let me see what y'all said in the comments. Oh my God. Hey, everyone, just not coming in. What they say? R. Kelly been in jail since 1300 BC. How long she claiming his sperm been swimming up in her hoo-ha to reach her egg? Okay.
Oh, that was a
Must
long detour.
must be short love and short joy. 14.99 for 11 pages. Do the math, y'all. Do the math. 11 pages is a research paper, not a book.
Yeah.
Oh, they say 11 pages. The fuck? Cheesecake Factory appetizer menu is longer than that.
Girl, this is crazy. Oh, Joyclyn.
OMG.
Who got Kindle Unlimited? Because we can peruse that, within 5 minutes.
I got it.
Girl.
I'll take a look later on, y'all.
Yeah, check it out, Michelle. See what she talking about.
Listen, I don't deal with people that's illiterate very well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I'll screenshot the shit and probably the Facebook listening to mine. I finesse something
Okay,
because of the illiteracy. It's the illiteracy for me.
girl.
That's
Woo.
just crazy as hell. That's so crazy as hell. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, she gonna have to explain how she pregnant. That's what she gonna have to explain. I mean, not how she pregnant, but if she claiming it's Robert.
Yeah, and then what really just doesn't make any additional sense to me is why is that newsworthy to put in a book? Like why is that, you know what I'm saying, newsworthy to put in a book to talk about that you may or may not have been pregnant by Robert? Like
I mean,
nobody
it's a
cares.
money grab. That's what it is. She's trying to get a few dollars because I'm sure things are tight. They done took Robert's commissary money. He probably was sending her money out of that.
Child, well, he ain't even got it no more, girl. They didn't
That's
confiscate it because he owe money to the damn court. So they done took that, left his ass with $500 damn dollars, and now she over here with a fake tell all.
girl ain't telling shit.
Not a damn to the thing.
I mean, but the thing about it is, I bet you, if she had proper representation, I bet she could get a reality show. People want to see her. I do.
But see her doing what? What is she gonna be doing? She don't do
Explaining
nothing.
why the hell she hiding from her family and sticking beside Robert.
Mm.
I need to know. I mean,
That's
I know.
the reality show right there. They need to find the parents and have the parents involved. That's what they
Miss
need.
Ann say if she got an opportunity to visit him, it's possible. Ooh, oh, do tell, Miss Ann.
Well, they always be sneaking to have sex. If they got cool guards and stuff on deck, they allow them to have sex.
Oh well, maybe her and Rob
So,
went in the house and it got freaky deaky.
not to say that it's not possible. It
Mm.
is possible. I mean, remember we was watching that reality show where a lady had met her husband in jail. Her boo was in jail and they was in there having sex and she didn't tell that's how they conceived their last daughter. What was the name of that reality show we was watching?
Shit, love after lockup.
Child, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, New York does. I think he's in New York, right? New York has conjugal visits. Sharon, AK Sharon.
No, whatever
Yeah,
they doing, it
New York
definitely is not legal because
New
they're not
York is one
married.
of the states that have conjugal visits. I want to say New York, Connecticut. It's like two other states. It's only like 4 or 5 in the country that have legal conjugal visits, but they call it something else. But let me tell you something. In all 50 states, including the District of Columbia, if you in there, they present. If there's a will, there's a way. And some of these corrections officers is corrupt as fuck, and all you got to do is slide them a 20.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
they willing to lose their job over $20, huh?
You
They
about
want
to
listen.
lose your job.
I mean, I guess so, but you also have to keep in mind that being a correction officer, a lot of people don't want to do that shit. It ain't worth it for a lot of people.
Right.
So it's like it's almost it's not impossible for them to lose their job, but it got to be something major, and that's not considered nothing major.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, congrats to the happy couple on the new baby and the engagement.
Girl, I guess.
Yeah, shit,
On to the next one, child. This whole
Mm.
situation with Anne Heche. They saying the popular actress was alive and tried to get out of the body bag on a stretcher after her crash, and she was later pronounced dead. And some people seem to think that something is a little bit strange with this whole thing. Before we jump into that, let me check out what the comments are saying. My husband retired from corrections department. He said the inmates have sex all the time. They do. When I used to visit my ex-husband uh, in the picnic area, the guys from the circle would take turns having sex with their women. Sometimes prostitutes are brought in. I seen it for myself. Oh,
Oh,
well,
well.
Sharon, aka Sharon.
No,
Okay.
it's not a hard thing, child.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't disbelieve it. I tell you that. They hated him because he used to bust that shit up. He was a blocker.
This Anne story confuses me so badly right now.
Why?
Because when it first came out, like I was never under the impression that they found her dead. Like that
She
was never.
wasn't dead.
That's what I'm
She
saying. Like
wasn't.
that was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like so, this coming out and the people being surprised that she lifted up from the blanket that was protecting her from the burns and shit. I was surprised to see this story because I'm like, well, who thought that? Because I understood as time went on, the injuries led
She
to what they led
succumbed.
to,
Yeah.
and then they pulled the plug and she passed away because she was living.
Girl.
I think that they're thinking that she was in a body bag, not a
Yeah,
burn
that's what
victim's
it
bag.
is.
So
But
let's just take a look
but
at it.
I was gonna say they never said she was in a body bag when they got her though. People just dumb.
Right.
I don't know. Let's take a look at it. We got video of it. Let's see what they say.
This is the first time we're going to see this this victim. It doesn't look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible. And we'll just see if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance. That's some sort of sign. But yes, so basically the activity that we were looking for, that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, he's completely alive.
What the hell?
And this is the first time we're going to
They were under the impression, the people on the
see
damn
this.
screen who was announcing this as it was being shown, that they was not alive. So obviously that's where they depict this whole thing. It was the people that was doing the commentary.
Well, you can't make no assumption like that because the authorities never did say it. So, there's no story there. Hell, people just be thinking everything ain't no damn conspiracy. Damn.
Yeah, and then from the People article that I have put up on the background, you guys, they were saying that she was in a coma, and that she passed away due to her due to the damage from the car accident.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. I don't know where they get this stuff from, child. They be doing the most. They do the most. But to watch that on TV, and for those who may not know that they have burn victim bags and stuff like that, then yeah, I could kind of see them going, out of the way to be like, oh my God, she's not dead, she's alive. And people thought that was the coroner's bag. I don't know.
Mm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I did have another video, and I'm gonna see if I can find it right quick, of the guy that was being he had talked to her prior to her crash. She came in here and was shopping for a wig, and she asked for the red wig. The wig was not, it was like up there, like she wanted it off of the mannequin. So he was like, it's probably a little dusty, and he was talking about all of that. And then he says that she was super nice. She didn't care. It wasn't layers cut into the wig. It was just a red wig. And that's what, he remembers prior to hearing about her crash. And he took a picture with her. He was just in there with her right before she had the accident. Ain't that something?
Very, very eerie when something like that happens. One minute you talking to somebody, next minute they gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, may she rest in peace.
Yeah, that's just sad. Just sad. All
Yeah.
right. Hey, everyone that's coming in. Hey, Kelly. Thanks for joining us. Yes, they said she was brain dead, and they kept her alive to see if she if they could use her organs. Oh, she was an organ donor. Okay, I was going to say what?
Yeah,
Y'all,
her family authorized that to keep her going until they could see if they could use her organs. Because me and Joy was talking about that. Because Joy was like, "Didn't they find cocaine in her system?" I was like, "Well, cocaine don't take that long to get out your system. So once they pumped all that up out of her, I guess her organs could be used."
dang, that's cold blooded. Oh well. All right, y'all. Let's get into the next hoopah. Y'all know that Soulja Boy in Orlando then got into it as well. Child, I tell you, I cannot. Every time we turn around, it's something with Orlando in here. If it wasn't Bow Wow, then it was what's the name of the chick that he was working with before on a sitcom show? Like
Raven Simone.
Raven Simone. Like he is just
I
out
mean, he
here.
said something about Nick Cannon. He just be spouting off at the mouth. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Well, Anton posted on his page. If y'all don't follow Anton, he's the one who say, I'm just here to report the news. I don't want no smoke. And then he tell you all of their business, right? But he was, he got the clipping of everything that them two was battling back and forth about. Let's take a listen and see what ends up happening.
Get what? Orlando Brown is a kid, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. You ain't never seen this much money in your life.
I ain't got time for the soldier or the boy. Not on this good day that the Lord has made. I'm just here to report the news. I don't want no smoke with no.
That's anti. So he's talking about this whole scenario. I'm gonna try to go fast forward because he's gonna break it down. But they ended up getting to it because Orlando ended up saying some shit about Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, aka Draco, don't play.
Orlando Brown may be on. I'm just here to report the news. I don't want no smoke with nobody.
Orlando Brown, don't you smoke? You crack, don't you, boy? Stop playing with me, bro. You ain't never had this much. You can never show me this much money right now. Orlando Brown, you is a kid. Let me tell you something. Don't you smoke, boy? You crack, don't you, boy? Don't you smoke, boy? Stop playing with me, Orlando Brown.
This is not landing like Joe Clark, sir. You need a little more bass in your voice.
Girl, and the thing about it is, I think Orlando was talking about his dentures. He was saying that Soulja Boy got dentures.
Man, my name in no interview. You still saying you was homeless, you was poor, you was broke, you stay in a shelter home. Oh God, you broke. Orlando Brown. Do not say my name in no interview. I do not know you. You never met me in your life. You crack. You smoke in the alleys downtown in LA. You live in a shelter home. You do not have a Cartier bust now. You do not have white teeth.
Oh.
You smile, it's gonna be stains on your teeth. You want to talk about my teeth? Talk about Soulja Boy dentures and Soulja Boy. At least I can show white teeth. When I smile, it's white teeth. When you smile, it's your teeth. Orlando Brown, you was a kid. You smoke, you broke. Show me some money. Show me some money. You live in a shelter home. You go get a
Child, at this point, people just need to stop allowing him to get up under his skin. Like, literally, if he mentions your name, you need to ignore Orlando Brown because he's just doing this for clout. I don't know. And my thing is why is people allowing him to come on a platform and have a conversation? What the fuck has he got going on that we need to know about what Orlando Brown is doing? Why do they keep having him on platforms?
Girl, not a damn thing. We need to know about what he got going on. They doing this for clickbait and publicity. That's it. That's
Well,
all.
they definitely need to stop because at this point, you know how we wrote Kanye off on the curb. I'm about to write Orlando ass off on the curb as well. Like, we won't be talking about his remedial ass anymore either. Just like we stopped talking about Kanye and his remedial shit. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Jerron. She said she hate people that splash money on social media. Soulja Boy, you had a million things to talk about on Orlando, but holding your money up and calling him broke, to me, that really ain't nothing to be bragging about because you can be up today and down tomorrow. You never know. So, to me, that's, that wasn't even funny.
Yeah. So they got did we talk about the victims that was in that LA crash? We did talk about the crash, right? And they just identified two of the girls were best friends, and the family claims that they didn't know their loved ones were killed in the accident until the DNA identified them to identify them in the crash. I know we talked about the crash. This is the crash where the lady ran through the oncoming traffic.
Yeah, that was really sad for them to, they might have known, but it got confirmed once, they did DNA testing. Because I can't imagine them not assuming when they didn't hear from their relative and know where they were going and stuff like that. But it's awful. It really is awful.
According to the neighborhood talk, they say that the final two victims from the fatal Windsor Hill accident have been identified. Lynette Noble, 38, Natisha Lewis, 42, were killed during the tragic accident that claimed the lives of four other people, including the pregnant woman, her unborn baby, and an 11-month-old. And the unborn baby's father. And according to the ABC 7 and NBC 4, Noble and Lewis were in the cars together when Nicole Linton crashed into them going 90 miles per hour. Their vehicle instantly burst into flames. Their bodies weren't immediately identified because of the severe trauma that ensued from the crash. Coroners weren't able to identify them as victims until a few days ago after the crash with the help of their DNA samples. Family members, both ladies claim they didn't know that their loved ones was a victim in the fatal crash. Natisha's boyfriend, Clarence Hamlin, says that he became worried when Lewis didn't come home that night and has been distraught ever since he learned of the tragic news. A family member of Lynette, Robbie Cross, says they were showing support to the other victims of the crash, not realizing they too had suffered a loss. That's so sad.
Wow.
Let's take a listen to see what they say on the news report.
Loved ones of Natisha Lewis held a vigil at the scene this evening. Relatives say because the crash was so horrific, it took a few days to learn that she was one of the 6 people killed. Lewis leaves behind 6 children ranging in age from 2 to 23.
Me and my family, we looked at the news like everybody else. We prayed for the children, for the pregnant lady, for her family. But unbeknownst to us, my sister and our family was a severe victim as well.
Due to the severity of the crash, Lewis had to be identified using DNA. The driver accused of causing the crash remains in jail and is due back in court on Monday.
This collision and inferno August 4th at La Brea and Slauson claimed 6 lives. Asheray Ryan, pregnant with son Armani, her infant son Alonzo, and fiance Reynold Lester. At this vigil for a previously unidentified victim, family confirms 38-year-old Lynette Noble of L.A. was killed too in a car with her best friend, Natisha Lewis.
It's been shocking. We didn't find out till Sunday. It's been very shocking.
Organizers say Natisha Lewis's family stopped by here privately, was too distraught to attend the vigil. Lynette Noble's aunt flew out from Memphis, Tennessee to be here, where Lynette's father is in the hospital right now. That heartbroken aunt, Shirley Noble, did not speak at the vigil. She stood with Lynette's friend, Robbie Cross.
We were not aware that our friend and her niece was in one of the cars that was hit. We came out here to support all the other families, still not knowing that Lynette was one of the persons in that vehicle.
As for driver Nicole Linton, who survived the crash and now faces 6 murder charges, Robbie Cross addressed Linton's lawyer's claims of a mental health episode.
It's okay to say you have a problem, but what's not okay is for you to come plowing down the street at 100 miles per hour and decide to take someone else's life for it.
Aside from this photo, no details were revealed about victim Natisha Lewis. Lynette Noble, we're told, was a single working woman and a graduate of Crenshaw High, gone too soon and forever in the hearts of many.
We watched her grow into a beautiful woman, and she definitely didn't deserve to die like this.
In Windsor Hills, Beverly White.
That is so sad. That is so freaking sad.
Yeah.
And then she over there behind, in the court looking real retarded because from what they were saying, she got into an argument with her boyfriend, and that's what caused her to be flying down the road at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's sad and selfish. She couldn't have just drove off a bridge or some shit.
I mean, I think that she has a pattern of doing this when she gets upset from what they're saying. When she get mad, she jump in the car, and that's why she done had 13 damn wrecks.
I'm not an advocate for unaliving yourself, but if that's the goal,
right,
you need to do this shit in a way that don't affect other motherfuckers. Because now all these other people are dead, and you still here to talk about it.
Right.
With minor injuries at best.
Right. And that be making me think, really, was that your goal or no? Were you just wanting to do something? Because if you really want, I really feel like people who want to kill themselves, they know exactly how to do it. If you want it to be done, it'll be done.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So did you see the impact? Did you see the blow up?
Right, I did.
I honestly didn't think anybody was going to come out that car alive. Right. So, it's I don't know what type of life she had previously, but the good Lord sparing her.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just trying to figure out why.
All right.
Oh my goodness. The unborn child, the 11-month-old, the mom on her way to her. The mom was full term. The mom could have had that baby. And that baby be perfectly fine because she was 8.5 months. Technically, that means she was due any day.
Right. Yeah.
And then the child's father, and then people coming up that couldn't even be identified without DNA. And she's sitting there, not a scratch on her damn face, head full of hair, and these crocodile tears that I do not feel bad for.
Yeah.
Shit is sad.
That's crazy as hell. That's crazy.
Not to mention she's 37 and it was supposed to be over a guy. This is not high school.
Men will come and go, boo. They go.
Sad thing is she used to be a nurse. Yeah, she was a nurse in the ICU who saves lives, but she took 6 precious lives. That's so sad. Who said that? Danielle. Hey, Danielle.
And literally, this is literally one of those things where you have all these people that were at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
Yeah. These people was doing. The pregnant woman was probably getting out to go get some damn soda or something.
No, she was on her way to her prenatal.
Oh, she was in the car.
Yeah.
She was on her way to her prenatal appointment.
crazy.
These two were on their way to the mall just to have a girls' day, probably do a little shopping.
Jerron said she could have sat up in her room with a Mary J album and cried
Right.
that shit out. Yeah, she could
She
have
in
cried that shit
LA.
out.
She could have went to the fucking beach and drove herself into the fucking ocean.
Right.
I'm not trying to be mean, but if that was her goal,
Right.
there were so many other ways. Like we've heard of so many people unaliving themselves within the last year, from celebrities to just what we would consider regular Joe Schmoes, right?
Right.
And most of these people did not hurt anybody else by way of putting their lives in jeopardy. Yes, they hurt them because nobody wants to lose a family member or a loved one in that way. So the hurt comes from your family member not being there no more. But they didn't grab that person and hold their head underwater with them.
Right.
This shit is like, I can't wrap my head around it. And it's like, then people get mad when you got moms that show up in courtrooms with guns and aim them at the people that took their people's lives. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's cold-blooded.
And how the hell she even got a driver's license still? Who insured her? Who gave her car insurance still at the 13 accidents?
I have no idea.
Because I'm so like, listen, when you get do you get too many DUIs? It is very, very hard to get insurance. When you get too many accidents, it's a lot of motherfuckers that will not insure you. I need to know who insured her and who told her she could still have her driver's license.
Yeah, because that don't seem fair that they allow her to continue driving after so many incidents. Like, that's silly. That's silly. Why was her shit not suspended?
And she's a traveling nurse. So I would think the nursing agency would clear her driver's license to make it okay for her to be a traveling nurse.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you know, rest in peace to those who lost their lives in this whole situation, because it's just tragic that it had to end up like this. And I guarantee they're gonna throw the book at homegirl anyway. She didn't kill 6 people. She's not gonna be driving no more anyway. But it's sad that it had to take this accident and the loss of 6 lives in order for them to finally have her ass to sit the fuck down. All right, everyone. I want to thank everybody that is currently joining in. I see we got some new faces. We got Danielle just came in not too long ago. Nisha is in the building. Hey, Nisha. And don't forget, Kelly was in here too. Thank you guys for joining in. Let's get into the next hot topic, because I don't know about you guys, but I just clicked the one thing I was about to talk about out. Your girl Beyonce is back in the news again about this whole album. Once again, honey,
wait, who?
and your girl Beyonce.
Next case.
But this time she didn't pissed off a damn pastor in the church about this one particular song. And he says that Beyonce sold her soul to the devil after releasing this song called Church Girl. I don't recommend it. Let's take a listen to what homeboy had to say in regards to this whole shit. This whole scenario.
I just want the record to reflect. I'm probably getting ready to cuss the pastor out and be on Beyonce's side. But go ahead.
Girl, I don't sound like he gonna be on her side, but let's go.
Release sacrilege. Yes, sir. The only thing I can account for some of this stuff is somebody done sold their soul to the devil. Now, all I can say to you is this. When you sell your soul to the devil, you get the short end of the stick. Because you're not going to live but so long. And when you leave here where you're going to be there forever. So it's not a good deal. I don't care what it gives you. But this piece of trash, yes, sir, that's released, yes, sir, and she named it Church Girl. Now, I had thought to try to read the lyrics to you, but I struggled to listen to them. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's not for public consumption. It would be a desecration if I read this. And I don't recommend it.
Audacity.
Beyonce just released Sacrilege. The only thing I can account for some of this stuff is somebody done sold their soul to the devil.
Wait, did it just loop? Did it start over?
I think it
Now,
just
all I
looped.
can
I
say
thought
to
it was
you-
more, but it
Okay,
just
good.
looped.
So let's go ahead and cuss this pastor out real quick. Because one thing that you're not about to do on Will Smith's internet, okay? And this is coming from somebody who is not a motherfucking Beyonce fan. But you can't be the most judgmental motherfucker standing at the pulpit, collecting everybody else's money, probably living in a nicer house than the whole motherfucking congregation, worrying about some motherfucking music. If that music too worldly for you, why the fuck did you go and download it, stream it, whatever? Why the fuck do you care about reading it to the fuck congregation? Don't you have better shit to talk to the congregation about? Talk about fucking monkeypox or some shit. Help them get to their doctor's appointments and to the motherfucking grocery store. Beyonce's album on Will Smith's internet should not bother him one way or another if you're supposed to not be a judgmental, stupid, simple, half-retarded son of a bitch. Like, what is we doing? And I'm not even a Beyonce fan, but this is what we not going to do coming from this type of person. He can have several sleeps. He gets donkey of the day.
Oh, damn. Well, honestly, I haven't heard the whole song. All I know is drop it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty, which, church girls definitely do. But so I don't know. I don't think it's appropriate for you to assume that somebody sold their soul to the devil, because based off of them releasing the song, that's just inappropriate. But I don't know. I gotta hear the song. I go listen to it.
Even if I listen to the song, by his logic, he sold his soul to the devil. Because one thing that's supposed to be done in church, right, is that tithing doesn't have to be financial. But yet that's the only way churches seem to count it. So let's really talk about who sold their soul to the devil. Ooh. And what place is somebody supposed to go? Can you prove it to me? Because you ain't been there. I don't know nobody that's been there and came back to tell me about it. So what devil? You the devil at this point?
Oh, what?
Like, I don't understand. This is why so many people try to stay away from church, because of the judgment that existed in this little segment here. He didn't have to comment on her. Of all the things going on in the fucking world, you worrying about Beyonce's album and what she named it. When I grew up, all the boys wanted to go after the pastor's daughter.
Oh yeah,
because she was the one that was giving it up the most.
So you need to go back in history and fix that shit and ask your daughter some questions if you got some. Not worry about what Beyonce named her song or what the lyrics say. That shouldn't even be part of your fucking sermon. People get on my nerves.
Well, damn.
There you have Shantae's rant. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I put that it was a trigger warning in case some of you holier than thou people are up in here and they think, she was not going to go in and go ham. Okay.
Sharon said, I heard the whole song. So because I've listened to it, have I sold my soul out? Not. I know that's right.
Right. And let's see who else I say. Who gave the pastor the right to determine her salvation, saying she sold her soul to the devil? Sir, if you don't like the song, don't listen. One of the Clark sisters came out and said, leave Beyonce alone. These self-righteous church people get on her nerves. They get on your nerves.
It was a sample of her song, one of the Clark sisters' songs. That's why.
It was. Let me just say this because okay. So as we know, you're not supposed to intertwine worldly music with the church's music. I think that he could have directed it a little bit better in what he was saying as such, because if Twinkie didn't have a problem with her sampling the music to make the worldly song, which she wasn't, because she was all on the Beyonce wave, because she was like, oh, thank you for sampling my song, I can now go buy this, that, and the third. Like, she was happy because you're sampling her song, she's making money off of you, and Beyonce is one of the top singers in the world, entertainers in the world, and it's going to get pushed. So, she was looking at it as a money grab type of situation. But for most who don't think that it's good to intertwine the secular music with church music, then y'all need to talk about Kirk Franklin, Mary, like all of those other church folks who do intertwine secular music and switch the words around and give you a gospel switch on it. Because I just think that that's ridiculous that you want to kind of single her out for sampling the music and using her own lyrics over it. I just think it's crazy. I do think that he could have said it a little bit better and made it seem like, you're not supposed to technically, but they've been doing that for years. They've been switching up secular music with church stuff for a very long time now. And once rap started getting entering the church, that's when things started to switch. As soon as they started to let the rap lyrics come into the church songs, a lot of things changed. But let's take a look at what these lyrics are, because I really was kind of like trying to see what it was all about. And then let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. She said, you want a rebuttal? You want to do a rebuttal? I want to do a rebuttal to Michelle. Okay, who is that said they want to do a rebuttal?
Girl, that's Jerron, and she done typed her rebuttal. It got nothing to do with what we talking about, but go on.
Agree, Michelle. You would think he would have other stuff to preach about. I heard the whole song, so because I've listened to it, okay, we read that was from Sharon. I haven't heard the song, but I do know B needs to unadulterated truth in these pulpits, even if it steps on the toes. I don't want no smoke.
What does that even mean?
Who was that who said that? Let's see.
Miss Anne.
Miss Anne said that.
Yeah, but what is she? I don't understand what she means by that.
Let me read it. Oh, I guess she's talking about the truth of the pulpits, meaning it's some holes up in there anyway, so it shouldn't be no problem. That's what I got from what
Shouldn't
she
be
said.
No surprises.
It should be no surprise. That's what I got from what she
said. That shit just pissed me off.
Yeah, I know. Please, the Cox Sister song was all in the club. They put the Cox Sister songs in the club
and some plans. That pastor, he I hope he go to the deepest parts of hell and gasoline draws. I said what I said.
What songs of the Cox Sisters was in the club?
With the pastor.
Huh? Say that again.
I say Miss Ann just typed she agrees with she was saying she agreed with the
pastor.
Oh,
she agrees with the pastor. Oh, okay. And that's why I said I think that he could have said it better, because I understand what he was trying to say. He just said it really jacked up. Like, you need to be coming for all the artists that be using secular music for the church. That's what you need to do, because she's not the only one. She's not. Now, is she the only one who used some kind of vulgar lyrics like this? Have y'all looked at the lyrics? I drop it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty. I said, now pop it like a thotty, pop it like a thotty. You bad.
Respectfully,
church girls ain't acting loose, but girls acting snotty. Let it go, girl. Let it go. Let it out, girl. Let it out. Twerk that ass like you came up on the South, girl. I said, now drop it like a thotty. Drop it like that. Is that the chorus? Is that the
Yeah, that's
hell?
the chorus. Back at drop
Yeah.
it like a thotty, drop it like
So
a
she
thotty.
say,
I
you
don't know
can be
what
my
part of the
daddy
song
if you
is.
want to. You can be my daddy if you want to. You can get it tatted if you want to. You won't get it tatted if you want to. Who the fuck wrote these lyrics? First of all, let's talk about the lyrics, because this is terrible.
But why you got somebody that's not supposed to be being judgmental and accepting people as they are and judging somebody off of their profession when they got people sitting in their whole congregation that are probably doing what most would consider less than stellar jobs? This is what I'm saying. This is why I understand people that are atheists. This is why I understand people that don't go to church. And this is why I do my best to stay away from judgmental church people overall. Because if you have an opinion that you are going to condemn or damn somebody, right? Because you disagree with something they said or did, as if you are not part of a religion where you can kill 52,878 people, and the day before they get ready to execute your dumb, stupid, half retarded ass can ask the Lord for forgiveness and the Lord forgive you. How you gonna judge somebody in a religion like that? Make it make sense, please. This was not worthy of a church conversation, especially not from the person at the pulpit collecting all the money.
Oh well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you want us, you talking about somebody else's salvation. You're agreeing with somebody else saying that somebody is, I don't know, did whatever to sell their soul to the devil. Well, what soul do you have sitting up there judging somebody? Like, what soul do you have to be able to fix your lips as if you lived a life of perfection about how they getting their money? And the reality is they are hurting less people than he is. Right? Because as a pastor, you sit in a pulpit with a congregation of people that you probably brainwashed in some capacity, making them truly believe that they have to give you X% of their gross income. Meanwhile, they already got a disconnection notice for their electric bill. But they can't come to you and ask you to help them pay that. How many homeless people walk into a church off the street? Because the answer should be 0. I'm not agreeing with no pastor judging somebody as if he runs a congregation full of 100% honest people. You judging somebody that don't even know you fucking exist. Like, what?
Look, Miss Ann said, I don't understand how we always say condemning and judgmental. We the truth when the truth is being told.
Well, you
What
know,
truth
he
was
did say
told?
she sold her soul to the devil. Been saying you don't think that's inappropriate for a pastor to make that assumption when he don't know it to be fact? I didn't see her condemn God in that song. She said church girl. It's a lot of church girls that are hoes, and we all know it. We've been to church. We grow up in the church. Everybody that
It's
goes
a
to
lot of
church,
pastors that's hoes. How many
right?
pastors is sleeping with the first lady right there, but they still sleeping with the person that leads the choir?
Girl, and myself included, not a hoe, but I used to be in the clubs twerking Saturday nights, 10 a.m. Sunday. I have my ass sitting right in church. I did it too. We all go out and dance and then go to church the next day. What's wrong?
It's almost like saying, oh, no, you can't be human. You have to be above these human standards, even though I don't uphold that same thing. And I need y'all as my congregation to side with me and judge these motherfuckers so that they can do better. Motherfucker, she don't know you exist.
Miss Ann
And
said
she's
she
still
agreed with
making
me
her money.
on his delivery was messed up, but he is telling the truth. That's what
What
Miss Ann
truth
just
is he
said.
Well,
telling?
he's not.
That
That's what
she's
I'm.
going to
That's my
hell? We
position.
don't
He's
know that.
not telling the truth because one, he can't prove that. Unless
Right.
this pastor, unless you get ready to tell me this pastor seen the contract, met the devil, been
Right.
to hell. The devil confirmed it in hell. He's seen Beyonce's name on the reservation list, and it was hotter than a motherfucker. He's not telling the truth. Nobody can tell the truth on that. This is why Christians are supposed to be some of the most non-judgmental people there are, because the whole religion is based off of faith. Something that they cannot see or prove. And when you are a faith-based religion, judgment should go out the fucking window. Have an opinion, but you have an opinion with your door shut and locked. Not to a congregation trying to impose your opinion on somebody else to make it seem like it's truth.
Oh, well.
And I want the record to be reflect. James Key, yeah, though that's my people. My mom is a Key. So my family grew up in the church. And even with my family being so intertwined in the church, they better not ever fix their lips to tell me, oh, you must have sold your soul because you used to be a stripper. I wish they would.
Well, I think a lot of people have their, their favorite sins. You know how people are. The sins that they commit ain't, they can be forgiven, but everybody else's sins cannot.
But last I checked, ain't no sin worse than another one.
Right.
So miss me with all of that.
Interesting. Let me just point out one thing that Sharon, aka Sharon, said, and I remember them having this whole big old powwow about this too. About Yolanda Adams cussing in her BET role, and they were trying to come after Yolanda Adams for doing that as well as somebody of the church. They shouldn't be, I guess, doing the cusserization. But I mean, people who are in the entertainment business, that's what they do. They entertain. So is it wrong for them to play the parts? Is it wrong for them to be in any of those types of movies? Does people who are in the church, they should not be doing any kind of entertainment? Like, let me know what y'all think.
Sixx. The people in the church is watching P Valley, okay? So find somebody to play with.
Oh, wow. I mean, everybody sins, People in the church, people outside church. People in the church gossip. You ain't supposed to be doing that. According to the Bible, you ain't supposed to be eating shellfish. There's different things in there. You ain't supposed to be eating pork. There are a lot of things in the Bible that people do, but they pick out, and I probably do it too. They cherry pick which sins they view as sins.
Where's exactly? And Sharon said it. Sin is sin, no matter how you look at it. If you're
Right.
going in regards to what the Bible says. Interesting. On that note, you guys, we need to take this a break here right quick so we can regroup and come back and talk about all of this secular shit that's going on.
Ooh, more secular
What's
stuff?
up, my Kirsters?
No.
What's tea? This is your girl Sixx, and I'm coming to you live. We want to know what the tea is, but I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. But if you got some tea and you want to spill it, then go ahead and drop us an email at sixwordonthecurve@outlook.com. Why? You wonder why? What? Because, bitch, we nosy. We want to know the school. We want to be able to come out with some stuff about these celebrities too. We want the tea. We are always messy and petty and extra. So hit your girl Sixx up and give us all the tea that you know, and we'll be able to share it on our lives as well, because we want breaking news, and I'm coming to be petty. You heard? All right, you guys, y'all got some tea y'all want to spill? Make sure y'all email it to me at sixswordonthecurve. That's S as in Sam, IXXWOTC @outlook.com, so that we can get the tea. Okay. Wow. So we were just finishing up our conversation about the church and their secular ways. And we're going to be moving into another category. Oh, what did she say? She said people in the church do a lot. I agree with that, but I feel we should hold each accountable for our words and actions. My final thought. Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
Yeah,
cool.
that.
nothing wrong with
But
that, Miss Ann. I
nope,
completely agree
nothing at
with you.
all.
We should hold each other
But
accountable,
don't
but
hold me
they don't.
accountable if you ain't perfect. Don't correct
Right.
me on something that you have done yourself.
And the people in the church don't hold each other accountable. You don't see pastors coming after other pastors. Like, you got people like Jamal Bryant. And that's just the one I know off the top of my head. John Gray. You don't see other pastors speaking out against them for their role. I haven't. Have y'all?
Please, I'm still waiting for TD Jakes to say something about his daughter doing that
Oh,
fuck shit.
oh.
I
Yeah,
ain't
so
seen him
you know,
correct his
I
own
get
child
it.
yet.
But if you gonna do it, do it. That there people won't be side on you. If you gonna call them out, call them out.
All righty, let's get into the next hot topic, you guys. I have Rhianna is back out in the forefront. She's been spotted, seen doing a lot of outing. A lot of people are not saying that it's like for promo. I think we also got a shot of her and her baby daddy out too. So do you believe that this is just for promo? Since
What's
we
she
haven't seen her,
promoting?
I
I
would
don't
think it would be
know.
a
This is what they're
combination of both.
saying.
Nah.
I don't think it's exclusively for promo. I feel like Rihanna stepped out, and when she stepped out, she always stepped out in style, no matter what, because she is, whether some would agree or not, a fashion icon in a sense. So her skin needs to look nice. She has a makeup and a skincare line. She has Savage Fenty, so I would assume that she would show as much skin as possible, right? And she's human. Like
Yeah.
she making money. She's supposed to spend it, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
She
I
look
don't. I
good
didn't get why
though.
they were saying that
She
she
look really
is
good.
out. Well, they said that she was out with ASAP, and they were walking late in the park, and people were in the comments saying, "Oh, she was sitting up there calling the paparazzis
Nah,
to come and
hell.
take pictures of her." That's what they're talking about.
Rihanna don't have to do that. She really don't. Rihanna is a damn billionaire. She don't need no publicity. Anything she do is publicity. If she wanted real publicity, she could put her baby on the front of a magazine. That'll break the damn internet. That woman ain't after no damn publicity. She get that with snapping her fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that
I
she
agree
was
with that.
doing that on purpose either. That's just what they were saying in
Girl,
the
they just
comments.
say any damn thing. You can. I mean, her baby. When was her baby born? 2, 3 months ago.
Was back in May, right?
Damn, the woman
Hmm.
got to stay in the house forever now because the baby born. Girl, the internet is a weird ass place. That much I will say.
Jerron said that she is a billionaire paparazzi just watching her more, right? Please, Rihanna is not calling no one. I don't think so either. I just thought that was crazy that they would even bring that up. You know what I'm saying about her? Like y'all always take pictures of her. She's always been in the headlines. I don't see why this would be any different now just because she had a baby. So I was like, why are they even going that route? Child, who knows? Who the damn knows? All right. Let's get into your next hot topic, honey, because I don't know what the hell is going on with your peoples. But why is Blueface finally came out and said no, Chrisean finally came out and said Blueface asked her to be his girl. So now they are exclusively dating. But then he turns around and I see this fucking video and this blew me back. Why? Why come Juanica? Why? Why did he make this song? Let's take a listen.
I put the MUS, I see in music. Bitch, I'm a crip. If I met her, then she blew it. We could drop this bitch tonight, bet they view it. Body everything I do, suited and booted. Each show separately, sipping, handle included. She can make a bag off the nut while she do it. I can make these diamonds dance, bitch, without moving. I can see your house smiles, who you think you fooling? $100,000 on my neck while I'm pooping. Bitch, I'm getting shitty, this way you lose it. I can make a bitch pull out a brand new shit.
Why in the hell did he have her in this little snippet and shit sucking on his toes and stuff? Like
I
they are
told y'all
so
last week she did
weird.
fellatio on his big toe.
I told y'all that he rap off beat.
Oh yeah, you did confirm that, and this song further confirmed that. And then Jen talking about he got 100,000 on his neck while he pooping. Who the hell cares, sir? Nobody.
I feel sorry for this couple, boy. I swear I do.
I don't get it. I do not get it. And also, y'all, a lot of people is out here, they didn't know that Chrisean, that she was a athlete. So
Yeah, she was a track
you didn't
star.
know it. I decided to pull up some notes for you guys to take it in, because she is a true athlete. Here she was on that Ultimate Tag show.
Shawnee's a sprinter, but this is going to be a test of her strength and agility.
Release the tagger.
Oh, she's stuck. Here comes Spitfire, one of our fastest female taggers. Oh, she is flying over the barrier. There's a little time wasted there. Let's see if Spitfire catches up to her. Interesting roll through the tunnel from Shawnee. She's using the platform. Look at that acceleration. Shawnee's a natural athlete. She's crushing it. I don't think Spitfire's going to catch her. This is going to be huge for Shawnee. Oh, yeah! She avoided Spitfire and the 5-second penalty. Her and the Boss collide. Boss recovers and gets the tag. That cost Shawnee 5 seconds. Come on, Shawnee, get up there. Push it, let's go. She's looking strong. Nothing is stopping her. Oh, no. 50 seconds. That's one of the fastest women's.
I don't know about y'all, but I found some more stuff of her posing and her athlete stuff. Like, she's been doing a lot of athletic stuff prior to her meeting Blueface. So now this makes me question her even more. Like, why are you sticking with him and he's doing all of this remedial shit to you and making you look foolish in front of the public? You could be out there really doing or getting some endorsements and stuff like that, and actually excel your platform and your brand. What's going on with her?
Young and in love, young, dumb, and full of cum. Mm-hmm.
Child. Now, we didn't see them have fights. We didn't see them get into a whole bunch of arguments and shit. We didn't see him say he didn't claim her. And, she has this athletic persona about her. She's not utilizing that. And then she did come out and reveal that she was hurt because Blueface made her get rid of her babies, but had another baby with somebody else. Take a listen to what she said, because y'all know that he ended up having a baby with his ex-baby mama. And she was upset about that too. She came out and said something about that. Here we go.
Let me tell you what hurt, nigga. When you told me get rid of the babies and then have a baby with a bitch you're not even with. That's what really hurt. Then you post the bitch on the page. What do you mean? That's some punk ass shit. I don't care. Okay, cool. Some punk ass shit. You could have gave her that ugly ass gift without the camera. My nigga, I will slap you in your face. Bro, get the fuck away from me. What? Bro, I'm not your mother. I'm not your sister. Like, if you fuck with me, fuck me. You love me, you love me. Well, don't say no weirdo shit like that. Shut up. You know I love you, nigga. Stop playing with that dumbass question. Did you delete that video?
Bro, stop.
Did you delete it? Oh, so what? They watching too.
I don't hear that shit.
Did you delete it?
Or something.
Over you. What? You all like that? Hey, that's not enough. And I don't want your money.
Couple M's. Rock, let me tell you something real quick. What? If I had $1 billion on this table right here, I wouldn't give you 1 M.
Well, that's
all right?
You.
So don't.
What hurt? Let me tell you what.
This just don't make no sense to me why she still stay with him. Basically, I mean, I don't get it. And I don't give a damn what people talking about. They in love and they young. That's some dumb shit. That's some real dumb shit. Cause ain't nobody that damn young, that damn stupid. That damn
Girl,
stupid.
yes, they are. I know plenty of them.
That's that damn stupid.
Yep. They stay through anything, girl. They stay through anything. I mean, it's not that uncommon.
They say, yeah, Rock is a beast. Yeah, she is with her athletic stuff. She's a
Yeah,
tough girl. So
unfortunately,
what? Tough girl don't
agree.
mean that you got to be stupid and walk around with the stupid S on your chest.
No,
That's
you
Yeah,
dumb.
definitely
unfortunately,
don't.
I
I
agree with
agree with you,
Shaniqua.
but I'm just saying that
Yeah,
I see it
it's
time and time
common.
again. Why the hell she won't leave him? Why she won't
Hmm.
leave him? Why she won't leave him? We never
That's
know.
just crazy to
I
me. I
mean, not
don't
for
get it.
nothing. Wasn't nobody yelling at Beyonce to leave Jay when all that shit popped off? You know,
That's because
they
her
had
dumb
to.
ass knew he was fucking around on her from day one. She knew that
Um,
shit.
yeah,
And
but
still
that's
married him. She still married him. She still had kids with him. He still fucked around on her, and she still stayed.
but
So
that's what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
be
That's
mad. You
exactly
can't
my
be mad.
point.
But I'm
That's
saying you can't be
exactly my
mad at her
point,
because
though.
she knew what she was getting herself into when she met him,
But that's
and
my
she still
point.
did it.
It's the same thing with Chrisean. When you were in love,
They not married though. They're not
I mean,
even married.
marriage is subjective as far as how we understand it. We always have this conversation: piece of paper versus no piece of paper. Still could be married. Wasn't Mendices and Yandy married before they was really married?
Girl, I can't even
So
remember if they
But you
was
have
married
to
or
view
not. But
yourself as married at least, Michelle. He don't view
no,
himself
I don't
as married.
disagree. But I was ultimately saying that I agree with you, Sean, young and in love, because they kids. These two are
Yeah.
kids. Like I said, Chrisean is like my oldest daughter's age, maybe a
Yeah.
year or two
The
older.
babe.
So like, you
Hopefully
know,
she'll grow the hell up and realize that she deserves better than
I
what
hope
she's
don't nobody
getting.
get killed in the process though, because
Oh
they
yeah. Me
toxic
that's
too.
as
what I'm
fuck.
saying. This is some weirdo shit. Like, first of all, you gonna tell me I done got too pretty because I done got a tooth fixed and I done got a new tooth in my mouth and I've been acting funny. So her dumb ass takes her tooth out to prove to him that she not acting funny. Like, that's stupid as fuck. Like, you degrading, you helping him to degrade yourself.
Right. I mean, it's
It just
all
don't
gonna
make no
depend
sense to me.
on if she was raised or even has. I don't think she has a lot of self worth.
Well, I mean, I told y'all I had came across that one interview thing where she was saying that, her mom and stuff was abused. So I know that it runs in her family and that this is probably the reason why she is like the way she is and keeps sticking with him. But she ain't got no family members to help to like jump in and help her. She looks stupid as fuck. Like she don't have nobody. That's what you trying to tell me. Nobody in her family close to
I
her is
mean,
gonna be like,
I don't think
He
it's
might,
uncommon
but
that she don't have nobody in her family, because look at how she did Blueface family. Like, she fought his mom and his sister.
yeah,
with
and
his approval.
you
His
Yeah,
have to
but
approval.
if you
listen. People
yeah, if
ain't
you
gonna listen
wilding out,
unless they want to.
right? If you're not gonna listen to nobody if you don't want to, and if you wilding out like that and you are not showing that you have respect for anybody's elders or family, I can see why your family may have backed off from you also, if that's the case.
So I really like her for some reason. She definitely doesn't need Blueface to excel in life. I agree. I
Yeah, I
agree,
agree for
Jen.
sure. Yeah, I do like her too. I don't know why. I just
It's
feel like
something about
I,
her.
I can't wait until she sees who she really is.
Joy said that's what you was thinking, Shantae. If they keep going the way they're going, it's not going to end well.
Right.
Hmm.
I hope that somebody come into her life that can mentor her and direct her, because she is gonna wind up ruining her life behind him.
Yeah, and I don't see what they see in him. I don't see what they see in him. I don't even know why he's popular or famous.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
So I hope she come to the realization that she doesn't need him and keep it pushing and find somebody who's gonna want to be with her and treat her nice. I don't see why she keeps setting herself up for this stupid shit. For real. Child. Just crazy. All right, let's get into this whole situation. with Britney Spears, and now they coming after Britney Spears, the hip hop community. Have y'all heard about this?
Yeah, I did.
That shit is mad crazy. So apparently, Kevin Federline decided to expose Britney by releasing a video of her going off on the kids, right? And saying that she was a bad mother. Da 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 da
Man, that was
da.
bullshit. I heard that video. Britney wasn't going off on them kids. I done heard people cuss their kids out. She didn't do none of that.
Well, let's take a listen to what she said in the video
They need to be
with
real.
her kids. Let me see. I'm not hearing that. Are you hearing that? Okay, here it is.
Here, when we're trying to go to bed, and then you just go and you
It's
say,
my house. If I forget something, then this is my house. If I want to come in here and give you lotion for your face because it is coarse, and all you tell me, no, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's not fine. You all better start respecting me. Are we clear?
yeah.
And when Robin calls, and you're all, even Robin's a fucking kid. She goes, what have you been doing to your kids? You all need to start treating me like a woman with worth. I am a woman, okay? Be nice to me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that was it.
They thought something was wrong with me because I had sis. Your boobs are poking out.
Come in here when we're trying to go to bed, and then you just.
So that was it. It relooped, but I mean, that's not nothing that we ain't heard no parents say before. Like, how is that?
Listen, I'm sure y'all heard me say worse to my kids. So there's that.
Like,
One thing I ain't gonna do, if it don't sound like verbal abuse or I don't hear no hitting or see no fighting, I am not judging how nobody is parenting their kids, because these kids is different. They not us.
Yeah, they mad different, y'all.
all she asked for them to do was respect her as their parent. I saw
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Nothing at all. So Kevin Federline, whatever though, you're irrelevant ass. If you don't sit your ass down somewhere and mind your motherfucking business.
And
Well,
Miss
they
Ann
say
said,
he's
and what's
trying to. They say he's trying to make himself relevant because that child support getting ready to cut off in a couple years now.
That sounds extra personal. He better
real
get a
personal.
job.
And
He
Miss
should
Ann
have
said,
been
what's
saving
wrong with
from
that?
all
Never
this
grew
damn
up in
shit.
black folks' home. He never grew up in black folks' home.
Shit,
Ain't no
couldn't have.
telling. Couldn't have, because you know how we get down anyway.
Girl, his ass would have. Them kids would have got cussed out so damn bad. Take this damn lotion and put it on your face now.
Right.
Why?
What?
Because I said so right now.
Look, I don't know about y'all, but I be having to remind my kids to put on deodorant sometimes. I gotta.
Yeah.
Did you brush
Every
your
day.
teeth?
Every day.
Did you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Every
forgot.
day.
How the hell you forget to go brush your goddamn teeth?
Yep. Every damn day.
Well, according to the Shade Room, they said that Britney Spears is causing some conversation after she name dropped Ludacris, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Diddy to reference how much marijuana could be found at her ex-husband's home. So when Kevin Federline came out saying this bullshit about her being an unfit mother and and releasing these videos, she came back and said something to him about him, but now the post was deleted. In it, I guess they saved the caption of it. It said, when you could see, so as much of you watch what he refers to his family as the perfect Brady Bunch family, I could guarantee you that house has more weed than Ludacris, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Puffy combined. He wants to bring my past with that something. Hold his head pecker head face captain to circle back to that hard time in my life. That was almost 20 years ago. Child.
I'm not even mad at her name dropping though. I mean, I could respect and see why, you know what I mean, she deleted it, but the reality is these are all people that have been very vocal and visual with the fact that they smoke loud anyway.
Well,
So,
two of them on this list don't even smoke or drink, which is what 50 Cent and Jay-Z say. They never smoke weed or drink. And 50 just started, he had like a a shot of his own drink that came out. Like, he's not a drinker or a smoker from what they're saying. So I guess maybe that's it. Maybe, I don't know.
She
I
named
mean, we
every
know
black
Snoop.
rapper that she knew offhand. Okay.
Right. We know Snoop smoke. We know he smokes big time. But yeah, I don't see nothing real big in regards to her statement. But people are coming after her about it because they feel like it's a racist. It's making racist statements because they're black. She's and they in the chat talking about, you could have at least said Snoop. Like, you naming all these other folks, and we know Snoop smoke weed. Like, you could at least said his name in the damn thing. Yeah, Jay-Z does. Sharon, aka Sharon, he only smokes cigars and he drinks. You know, he has drinks. Yeah, he drinks. I saw him on Kevin Hart thing. He drinks. But he don't smoke no weed. He's always said he never smoked weed. But she said, so why did she have to reference them? There's plenty of YouTube people she could have addressed.
White
Is that
people.
YouTube? White people. Okay, white people. Yeah. That she could have addressed. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was crazy, but apparently they went on and to let her, you know, they made her take that shit down because it was racist. She took it down. Y'all just need to leave her alone. Can she just be married and happy? Leave her the fuck out of this shit. And Kevin Federline need to go somewhere. And while we sitting up here having conversations about stupid shit that we want to move on to a next case, let's get into this one too, because I want to know, why is Shekinah out here dressing like she wanted the dancers off of the band? Why she got this out?
Girl, I saw that she said she
why Shekinah got this on?
Her outfit for
her. Shekinah with the wagon. Shay. Ooh, Shekinah. Ooh, Shekinah.
That's cute to y'all. That's cute.
Nah, well, if you want to be a stripper, yeah, perfect. But other than that, just to wear it, no, I wouldn't wear it.
What the
I
hell?
don't know.
At least
They're kind of not relevant enough for me to really have an opinion. Like, I don't really care.
My only issue is them ugly ass boots she got on. Now, I don't like them. Now,
girl, I was like, what the hell is
like
going
a Dallas
wrong?
Cowboy cheerleader. In that
Yeah, that's why I said she looked like. What the hell is going on? This is so crazy. Okay, so let's talk about it. Your boy Donald Trump house got raided, and they ended up finding some documents that he stole from the White House. Everybody got high hopes that this is going to incriminate him and he will not be elected for the next running president, because you know he said he's gonna run again. I told my mama, don't hold your breath, because y'all know damn well they don't ever do nothing to these damn crooked ass presidents or political people who are in office. When they do some shit, they don't get sentenced to no jail time, and they still get to turn around here and finish out their term. Or if they up for, you know, the ability to rerun again, they rerun again. But they are now circulating around saying that, you know, Trump said that you can't do some stuff. You can't take your Fifth Amendment.
It's unfortunate, but I think that if he runs again, I think that he would have a chance, because a lot of people are not happy with Biden.
Okay. Yep. And anything is possible here, because I never thought he'd win in the first damn place.
Right. But if you put Trump against Biden, people are, you know how some of the conspiracy theory streets are too, and some things that have kind of been true, as far as, you know, some of the shit that he, I guess, tried to imply. And people feeling like, you know, unemployment was looking better under his watch than it does now. And then now we in a recession. People don't think about the reality of the timeline. People don't realize that everything Joe Biden is dealing with now is a result of what happened from the previous presidency. And he's trying to clean up a mess. So they feel like because it's happening while he's the president, he's responsible.
Right.
So people just don't think straight when it comes to the politic portion, and that's the part that makes it scary, because if Trump does run again, he will be running against Biden, and people already don't think Biden is healthy enough to really resume.
I don't. Honestly.
Because remember, Biden's slot won't be filled. Biden will be there. Like, Biden is a non-negotiable on the ballot.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that apparently Trump, when he thought Hillary Clinton was gonna get in trouble for using the her personal email server, he passed some laws that made it a felony actually to have those documents. So he kind of screwed himself. He could potentially be getting charged with a felony now because he the one that had made the law stricter. But they didn't find shit on Hillary.
Interesting. What is the chat saying? They say exactly, Michelle. I wouldn't vote for Trump. I am disappointed in Biden, but no to the Trumpster.
Girl, I vote for a sheet of paper before I vote for his stupid ass. But you know, power to the people who like him. You know, but
I just want the record to reflect that if I vote, I'm voting for Mickey Mouse again. I write it Mickey Mouse. That's just it. So
Mickey, I'll be president by now. Shit.
We a girl, right? Well, we'll see what ends up happening. Let's get into this next controversial clip that D.L. Hughley posted, and I'm pretty sure y'all seen it on other platforms and stuff about the lady who was getting manhandled. About when the officer told her he gave her authority, she didn't want to do it, and then when he said you're either gonna sign it or you're gonna go to jail, and this is what happened. Let's take a look.
Girl, I thought she was giving show us the airline employee.
Oh, now that was a good one.
Sir, you don't have to. You don't have to. You do not have to.
I'm asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back? I'm
under arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, but why am I under arrest?
Sir, she's about to sign the ticket.
I'm going to sign.
She's about to sign the ticket. That's all you wanted to do is sign the ticket. That's all it is.
I'm going to sign the ticket.
That's all she signed the ticket. You told me you're not.
I'm going to sign the ticket now. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign the ticket. You don't have that option now. Why don't I have the option, Mr. Brooks? I gave you two options.
She was just asking for your badge number at first.
I'm asking for your badge number, and that wasn't clear on why you weren't giving me your badge.
Sir, you don't have. Sir, you do not have to hold her like that.
Oh my God.
Sir, you do not have to drag her like that.
I'm telling you that I'm going.
Sir,
I'm going to
sir, you do not have to grab her like that.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
Sir.
Oh my God. I'm so scared. My God, please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign the ticket. Mr. Brooks, why am I being arrested?
Can you run back to the first 20 seconds?
I don't understand why I'm being arrested. Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Tell me why I'm being arrested. I have the right.
Do not tase her. Sir, do not tase her.
Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not tase her. Do not tase her. What are you tasing her for?
I don't tase her.
Why are you pulling it out?
Put your hands
This
behind your
is
back.
not compliant.
Put your hands behind your back. No, I'm not here to play games.
I know.
All
No,
right,
let
so
that play. Let that play. Let that play. I need to see that first like 15 seconds again.
But I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Sir, you don't have to. You don't have to. You do not have to.
I'm asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back?
You're under arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, but why am I under arrest?
Sir, she's about to sign the ticket.
I'm going to sign.
She's about to sign the ticket. That's all you wanted to do is sign the ticket. That's
Yeah. I feel like it's. I need to see like the 30 seconds before the beginning of this because I kind of got mixed emotions about it right now.
I believe that he told her you're either gonna you can sign the ticket or you're gonna get arrested.
And she was trying to give him a hard time.
She was trying to give him a hard time. And she asked him for his badge number and his name and then declined. That's what I believe happened. Again, I agree with you. I need to see more of the clip. But if he told you it's one or the other and you chose other, then you're getting arrested.
Right. It's unfortunate for me to say this, but I feel like that we have always lived in a time, but more now than ever, where we have to be extra cautious, extra vigilant, and extra
I mean, you have look in this situation. I always disagree when they say we should just comply. She should have complied. in this situation, and I do need to see
Right.
more too.
Right.
But
That's what I'm
because
saying.
all
She
his
should have.
info
Right.
was gonna be on that ticket, you should have signed it. And if you want to fight, you fight. But all his
Right.
name was gonna be on the ticket. His badge
His
number was
badge
gonna be on the
number,
ticket.
his precinct, a phone number, an
Yeah,
email, everything. Right. I agree. I,
I
I,
want to know what she got stopped for. I want to know everything.
well, I mean, at this point, what she got stopped for definitely, absolutely matters. But my concern is, we're beyond the point of being stopped because now at this point she's out the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So you're out the vehicle and you got somebody there recording. So it's not like you have to be extra. Like you don't have a point to prove. The only thing that you need to absolutely make sure of is that you make it home to your fucking family. And that could it
Sharon,
sounds like
aka
that could have
Sharon.
been fixed by signing the ticket and keeping it pushing. Like
Right, and that's what
we
Sharon,
don't have to
aka
fight
Sharon, said. She
everything.
said, according to the blogs, he asked her several times, and then once he told her she was under arrest, it was a wrap.
Okay, so he was patient. It sounds like that's why I don't want to take any side on this. I really don't. But we have to learn how to be. We got to learn how to be smart. If this is an easy thing, like a ticket, listen. I have signed many tickets and got my way out of a ticket once I went to court and paid the punk ass $31 in court costs.
Yeah,
$31
because
to go
you're
ride
not
around the block.
accepting guilt when you're signing the ticket. It's just
Right.
acknowledging that you received the ticket.
Right. And we gotta, I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta stop making people's
Yeah,
jobs
we
more
don't know,
difficult.
Aaron, why she didn't sign the ticket. I just think that's crazy. Like it was a ticket, and after if I'm asking you numerous of times, man, okay, ma'am, this is not signing anything other than you're receiving a ticket. You can take it to court on this, and they'll send you all of the date information, the court date information when you can go to court. You just call the number on the back, like they always say, call the number on the back, and da da
I
da da
mean,
da.
and not for nothing. I mean, I would think that it's commonly understood that signing a ticket is never an admission to guilt, right?
Right.
Because every time I've gotten a ticket, like, listen, I have been driving around North Carolina with an expired registration. Okay, I got pulled over sometime in February or March. My registration had expired back in November. I had got pulled over because I was speeding at the time, right? And he told me that if everything came back good, he would give me a ticket for the registration, and as long as I fixed the registration before the court date, I would just pay the court fees. And he wasn't lying. He did
Right.
not cite me for the speeding. I got the registration in order. When I went to court, they literally just dismissed it. I didn't even have to pay court fees.
Yeah, and who was that? Who was asking? Is it against the law here to be in the park after dark? You will be arrested. Yeah, I don't know because that's what they were saying that they were in the park. I don't know. Do some parks tell you it's restricted to be in here after certain hours? I don't know.
I mean, some national parks do close. And I live in North Carolina, so there's a lot of national parks, and they actually have gates that go up and down during the operational hours. So you can't park inside of there if it's after hours. But like you could walk the parameter of it. But I said, I'm not sure the specifics surrounding this. But if I had to just base it off of this clip, she could have prevented all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we seeing a lot of people who are now contesting what the officers are saying by saying they know their rights. They quoting the rights to whatever it is. They're asking for badge numbers and stuff like that. Like that'd be all on TikTok now. Like a lot of people are stopping them from whatever. And when it's justified, I feel like then go for it. But in this situation, from what I'm hearing, and even though I do need to see more of the video, I don't think it was justified for her, to all of a sudden after he didn't ask you numerous of times to just sign a ticket. You're not admitting guilt. You could take this to court. Like that's known. So what was the issue with signing a ticket when he first asked?
Yeah, why you wait for him to pull out his handcuffs to say you're under arrest? And you ask what you under arrest for, as if he already didn't tell you, sign the ticket or I'll place you under arrest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Child, they be doing too much sometimes. Sometimes they be doing too much.
And I
But
mean, this shouldn't matter. Was the officer black?
yes, he was.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because it looked like her own kind. So it's like y'all not just giving certain cops a hard time. Y'all giving all cops a hard time. And that's weird to me. Because my experience has been when I get pulled over by an officer that looks like me, he tends to be just as patient as I am. It's usually when I get pulled over by an officer that doesn't look like me, that they are very short, very abrupt, very direct, and very to the point. I cannot have a conversation with a non-black officer like I can with a black officer, from my experience.
Mm-hmm. Girl, yeah. That's sad though. Yeah, that's sad because I just would have signed a ticket and went on my merry way. So let's get into this next hot topic. Your boy said he is giving them life. They are all got sentences. And this was the whatchamacallit, right? Who Breonna Taylor is next. That's what they saying. But this was for the
Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they all got sentenced to life in prison. Except for the last one, he got 35.
Two got sentenced to life plus 10, life plus 7, and one was 35, I think.
Yeah. And of course they already circulating this meme with my boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They so stupid.
Oh yeah.
I'm so done.
You know what, Jojo? Listen, everything I hope for, and I hope for, gone now. Set it down, buried in the ground. My hopes and dreams, all the things I'll never see. I will never see. Somebody get me later.
They is so bloody. You hear me?
God.
Girl, when I saw that, I think Joy had posted it, and I just bust out laughing. I think I played it about 4 times. Okay, that's right. That leg, honey. Kick the leg on this. Kick the leg on it, honey. Yes. Well, we was glad that they finally got sentenced and got what they deserve. And everybody is hoping that the same will be done with Breonna Taylor. So we're gonna keep an eye on that one coming up. So, but yeah, I just thought this was hilarious and about damn time. It's about damn time. Let's get into it. They got this whole big thing going on about Nike. And their new release for their ad. A lot of people is not taking the ad to heart. They don't like it. Let's take a listen.
I didn't say I ain't seen it.
Girl, they said, "Oh no, no." So they got the young man dressed in a skirt with the Nike's sweatshirt on, like preppy, like, but in a skirt.
Oh, so the issue is him wearing a skirt?
That's what I believe it is, because they're not saying.
But I mean, I don't see the problem. I'm confused.
Yeah,
I don't either. But they said Black Twitter going crazy on it.
So common. I don't. You know, they got these people non-binary, trans, child. I mean, even those mind my business.
Even those that don't fall into those categories, you got rappers that are, walking around in clothes like that. So if they're following a style of the trend, or New York Fashion Week, or Fashion Week on Paris, then this is what it is. So I personally don't see the problem. If you don't like it, don't buy the shit.
Yeah.
Right. ASAP Rocky be wearing skirts.
And Diddy wore a skirt, and Kanye wore a skirt, and another rapper wore. So like it's becoming part of the fashion sense. I'm not getting it.
And let's not forget that it never was not part of the fashion sense, right? Because you got some cultures that wear, what do they call, kilts?
Kilts.
Yeah,
kilts. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's part of something. And not for nothing. Some people that practice Islam, the men wear the things that some would argue. I know they're not dresses. I'm very familiar, audience, so please don't come for me. But one would argue that they look like skirts and dresses. So
They do,
I
like a
don't-
long t-shirt dress.
yeah, I forget what they call a thobe, I think they call them, but the point is it's a cultural thing. It's not really gender or sex specific. So I personally don't see the issue. If it's not your twist, cool. I mean, it ain't no different than people wearing them ugly ass Balenciagas.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't never seen a pair of cute Balenciagas ever.
Horrible.
And Jerron said Diddy can't count for shit. We can't count Diddy in this one for shit.
Jerron just be excluding folks. She be like, nope.
Yeah, I don't see the big hoopla, but that came up. I don't know why. This next one is about a guy named Jay Osborne. He killed his 3 kids in the car over his girlfriend on Saturday. So this is a trigger warning, you guys. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. If you are squeamish and don't want to see it, this is the time to go ahead and exit out. So let me put the trigger warning up here right now for you guys, because I'm gonna show the video. He doesn't show them killing them, but it's very graphic in what he's saying. Okay, so please take note to this. This was posted by Hollywood Unlocked. A man who killed 3 of his kids on Saturday threatened their safety in a live video on social media, according to on Fox. The father shot his 3 children and then turned the weapon on himself. And they said the video ended before taking the lives of his children and himself. Oklahoma City Police Master Sergeant Gary Knight announced on Monday the vehicle with the bodies of little John and his children were found parked in the 11300 block of Tremont Lane, according to the police. Here we go.
I just told him I'm finna kill his ass. You hear me? That's fucking fucked up, cuz, on my soul, nigga. But see, everybody think I'm joking, right? I'm playing, right? Everybody think I'm fucking playing, right? Right, okay. This gonna be the last time. This will be the last video I make. Nigga, God rest my soul. Wook, Ovia Foreman, you are responsible for your part in this too. You chose to be a destroyer, right? It's okay, fine. You hold this, take this with you. Tata, wow, nigga. After everything I gave you, cuz. After everything, all I wanted was a conversation, nigga. I told you, nigga. All you had to do was talk to me, nigga. All I wanted was conversation. That's it. I wanted you to be woman enough to look me in my fucking eyes, nigga. After 13 years of my life, nigga, giving to you, nigga, and cut me loose. Look me in my face and break me loose, nigga. Look, break my heart. Look me in my eyes and break my heart, nigga. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You want to go lay up with niggas and get fucked and nigga, whatever the case. You're slick, my nigga. You lied, my nigga. You're a habitual cheater, my nigga. And you have given yourself to men. You have given me STD behind this shit. Like, I'm not paranoid, cuz. You hear me? You fucked other niggas recklessly. I forgave you for it. You won't even come home, baby. You won't even come home like I'm a sucker. So watch this, Gayla. Watch this. Yeah. And carry this torch, baby. And no, I gave you a choice. And you chose this. Oh, you're so scared, right? Okay. Okay. Hey, this shit's so fun. Look at my son right here. I just told him I'm finna kill his ass. You hear me? That's fucking fucked up, cuz, on my soul, nigga.
Okay, so it just replayed itself. That is so sad. Oh my God.
I hate cowards like this really annoy my entire soul. Like, this was and then I feel like as a woman, sometimes we ignore the red flags, right? Because I knew that she seen his crazy probably when she started the relationship with him. And now these babies suffer for. You want to kill yourself, that's your business. Right? That's your business. But these babies ain't do nothing.
Yeah, that was just so sad. I don't understand. Like, you taking out your own kids because the girl was messing around on you? Like, that's silly. Yeah.
When I first saw that and I was reading it, like I like tears really fell from my eyes, like real tears. And I'm just like how could you?
Yeah. That's sad. And then, you cowered your way out of it by killing yourself. So now you don't have to face no consequences in the court either in regards to taking the lives of innocent children. That's something.
Like, what type of person like what type of person, like when my kids fall and scrape their knee, right? Like I'm running to them, trying to see what's going on, trying to clean it up. I feel bad that they fell and hit their knee. Like, damn, how could I have prevented that from happening, right? And it's just a
Right.
scrape on the knee. And like even having a 20-year-old, if she called me, I'm gonna come running.
Right.
Like, how can you like grab a weapon of any type or use any brute force and do something like that and watch them pass?
Yeah.
And it was 3 children, correct?
Yeah, it was 3.
And then you told your child you're about to do this. Your child is crying. So like, do you really give a fuck about your kids? Have you ever? Because like this sounds like a person that does not really care about their kids. It never has.
And that's what Jerron said in the chat. Hearing the baby cry, he tortured those kids emotionally before he murdered them by making them watch the bullshit.
And I know that mom has to feel like shit. Like
They
the mother
said they
has
was,
to feel like shit. Like that will live on her heart. Her
and that's
conscience.
exactly what he told her in that video. This is gonna be
And
on you.
no, it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to be on her in that way because
Meaning
I
she was
will.
gonna be thinking about this. That's what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
mean,
about. This is gonna be
right?
a
No, I know.
constant replay
I
for
will.
her.
I will hope she would get the help that she needs to be able to understand that this was not her fault.
Yeah.
You did not do this. This was not your fault. This was a relationship between 2 adults that went left, and the children had nothing to do with that.
Right,
And
and
he
just
said they
like
was
she let him, just like he wanted her to let him go. You could have left, sir.
yeah.
Right, exactly. Say it again, Shaniqua.
Yeah, he just, girl, people, people need to take ownership. That's my biggest issue with folks. They don't want to own nothing, just want to blame other people.
They were so small. They was 3, 5, and 6.
Mm.
Girl. N- As if we don't have nothing else to be over here talking about, but now they're posting the video of the Courtney Taylor attacking the boyfriend in the elevator before his murder. So this is another trigger warning. If you guys don't want to watch this one, please exit out. There is no sound to this.
I would have suplexed her ass.
Yeah, because he is way bigger than her. He could have took her out, but he was just trying to calm her down. You could see through the whole thing. He was just trying to block the punches
Mm.
and stuff.
And remember the other woman? They just arrested her not that long ago. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about? I forget his name,
I forgot to.
but yeah, she was a Caucasian woman at oh, that is them.
Uh-huh. This is them.
Oh yeah, she just got arrested. Like
She just
literally
this
just
is the
got arrested. Like
picture. It's
literally.
yeah, it's blurry, but that's the picture of her being arrested. So they according to Hollywood Unlocked, they said that the authorities have revealed new information involving model Courtney Clenny and her boyfriend Christian. I'm gonna butcher the name, Aboomslee. Okay, months before his death, the couple had an altercation in the elevator. In February, the security footage shows Taylor becoming frustrated as she tries to select her floor and started punching the screen. And then Aboomslee attempts to calm her down during the moment, and she starts attacking him and then pulls his hair. Seconds later, he tries to restrain her and push her back from continuing the attack. According to TMZ, a warrant said the couple had a like a tumultuous relationship. So this wasn't new for them. Really? Okay.
It's just amazing to me that her having his blood all over her was not enough to arrest her then.
Then yeah, because normally they'll see bruises and stuff on the person, they arrest the person who did the conflict. Like that was crazy.
I mean, in this situation, there was nobody else to arrest but her because he
But
was
her.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
goodness.
saying
And
that this was going on before. It's been going on since 2020. They had a bunch of incidents of domestic violence on both their parts. That's
yeah.
crazy.
And our community never fails us because Black Twitter found his tweets. And
Oh, what the
it
tweet
is what it is.
say?
Oh, well, so do you remember when this first happened? And everybody was like, this is not our problem. This is not our battle. He chose his side. The reason why they were saying that is because I believe it was like 2017, 2018. He was making statements about white women being superior to black women and stating, that that's how he felt. So when this happened to him, for the most part, y'all, the black women were like, "Oh, my condolences," and some people had to do their caveat and say, "But you chose this side. We tried to told you, but y'all always think, what I mean, white is right." So and then some people had even went as far as tagging Dr. Umar. And they like, Dr. Umar is not going to touch this, okay?
Oh my
So
God.
the black community, the black female, the women in the black community still hold that same sentiment. And they all said, so she's white and her having his blood on her wasn't enough to arrest her, but seeing this was enough to arrest her. So my condolences to him and his family still. Yeah. I hope justice is served, whatever that's going to look like.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is so crazy.
I mean, it just goes to show you that depending on who it is, they got to see proof. Like, because it was a black man and a white woman, they had to see something to make them arrest her. Otherwise, they was about to let that shit go. She was in
Yeah, because
rehab
if
in
it was in
Hawaii somewhere.
reverse, that black man would have been in jail.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, let's get into this, y'all. They said Chili got a new man. They was spotted on the beach together in Hawaii, and she was with Matthew Lawrence.
Next case. I mean, congratulations, Shirley. I'm happy for you, but yeah.
Let the record reflect that even if they are in a relationship, which I doubt it, they ain't gonna be together long. She too fucking bougie, and her ass too fucking picky. Okay, so she ain't gonna be able to find no lasting relationship with this one either, if that's the case. Okay, bye, Chili. Bye. I don't even know why your ass be. I don't even know why they be over here trying to spot and look for stuff with her ass in it, because she ain't gonna never settle down. Let's move on to the last two things we're gonna talk about for today, you guys. First up is Irv Gotti and Ashanti. Child. Let's get into it. Irv
The
Gotti was
lover
on Drink
scorn.
Champs. He was on Drink Champs doing his interview. He comes out to say that he had this long ongoing relationship with Ashanti, and that a lot of the songs that were written were contributed to their love making, especially the one song Happy that was done right after they was in between the sheets, as Ron Isley would say. And that he ended up finding out that they were no longer together when he was watching ESPN and saw the commentator say, "There's a bunch of commotion going on. What's going on?" And then they look and they saw it was Ashanti and Nelly walking in together, and that's how he found out. Let the record reflect that everybody has been going in on Irv Gotti, calling him a bitch about spilling
As
the
they
tea.
should.
Spilling the tea on the relationship when Shanti has never said nothing, and from what they're saying, she did her just do as a side piece. She kept her mouth closed and kept it moving. Now the whole thing is about she knew that he was married to Deb. If you don't know who Deb is, Deb was his wife and the mother of his 3 kids. I think they got 3 kids. And they were long separated. He was like, I've explained this plenty of times before. Me and Deb were separated 3 girlfriends prior to Ashanti. So he said it was the other three which caused our marriage to demise, and it had nothing to do with Ashanti at the time. But a lot of people started coming at Ja Rule during this interview because Gotti was calling her a bitch and saying all of this stuff about her. Ja was kind of there sitting there at first before he interrupted and said, don't call her a bitch. And he had to make a statement about it as well. This is what he said. Brotherly love. The last few days have been very turbulent for me, but it's time to land the plane. I love my sis. I love my bro, but I do not condone or agree with the behavior nor the way Gotti handled things on Drink Champs. I hope y'all understand how uncomfortable this is for me being in the middle of something I wish to not be. Going forward, all I ask is to be left out of this, please, and thank you. Sincerely, Switzerland Bennett. Did you know that they was in a relationship though, Ja? Wasn't you around them all the time? Ja said on Drink Champs that he had no idea. Do y'all believe that?
No.
I honestly, I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe it from Ja Rule. I really can. Yep, I do. I'll give Ja the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say, yep, I believe it.
What are you implying? He's an idiot?
No, I'm not implying he's an idiot, but I think that because Ja was around before Shanti, right?
Yeah.
And Ja probably seen Irv with so many women that whatever interaction that he would have seen between Irv and Ashanti, he probably would have just nudged it off his business. Because the reality is, most of the songs that Ashanti and Ja did together, they weren't physically together to record them. Right? They would be in the studios at different times, in different places, communicating. You know how y'all do Sixx when y'all in the industry and one of y'all is traveling or on tour, but y'all still got to get a song done. So you and Cali recording, sending it to the engineer, and the other person is in New York recording, and the engineer is there. You know what I mean? So it's not unrealistic.
That was later on. Now let's think about the time when Happy and all of Ashanti's songs came out. I will say that the majority, and I think Ja Rule confirmed this on, and I can't remember if it was on Wendy Williams' show or not, but he said they did a lot of their songs, Ashanti and him, together in the studio together, because they were in there coming up with songs. So, like for me,
I still believe him. I really still believe
I
him.
do too. I'm not saying that I disbelieve what Ja's saying that he didn't know.
And it's not
or have
because
a
I
clue.
think he's naive or an idiot or anything like that. I just think that that look was the furthest thing from his mind. And I think that Ja Rule genuinely cares about Ashanti like a sister. And if that was the case, I think he would have like, yo, don't do this. Like, this ain't it.
Yeah, and y'all got to keep in mind that Ja was tipping out on his wife too, you guys. So he probably wasn't really paying attention, and he was using ecstasy and drugs as well. Allegedly. Where's my allegedly banner? Allegedly.
Can we remember that this was over 20 years ago too? Like, he's
Right.
talking about it in 2022.
But he's only bringing it up because he got his new documentary that comes out about Murder Inc. on BET. And Ashanti has done two things: declined to do the documentary. And second of all, she has been trying to re-record her songs so that she can kind of wipe him out of having the masters. No more money going to him.
So this is my issue.
Uh-oh, what happened? What's the issue?
Am I back? No? Yes, maybe.
Okay, yep, you back.
Okay, so my confusion is this, right? Men get mad when the side piece makes herself known, right? And now Irv is proving that men also get mad when the side pieces act accordingly and nobody, quote unquote, knows that they're the side piece. And
you think he's mad at that, or mad at the fact that she didn't tell him that they was no longer gonna be kicking it because she was with Nelly?
She wasn't obligated to tell him that. She wasn't. As a side piece, you are not obligated to tell anybody anything. I can show you better than I can tell you, because when you tell the person that you're having an affair with, or like if I'm the side piece, I don't have a commitment to you. I don't have a responsibility or an obligation to you.
Wait a minute. He said, and let me tell you one thing I do know about Irv Gotti is I don't believe he lies. I don't. He talks too much to the fucking lie. I believe that they were in a full relationship, and he knew, and Ashanti knew that him and Dad was separated, like they weren't together anymore. I believe that. So my thing is, we won't know technically what was discussed about how they were going to be handling their relationship. That's all behind closed doors.
He never publicly claimed Ashanti as his girl.
He never did. No, he never publicly claimed her. He never did.
He only claimed her in private. Ja Rule didn't even know that they were dating, allegedly. Right? So why, if our relationship is private, like what I got to explain to you? I ain't gotta explain nothing to you. I can cut you off at any point. You already said and confirmed that Ashanti wasn't the reason you got a divorce. It was at least 3 other girls that was responsible for your divorce. So why, if it's 4 of us that you playing with, why does this one have a responsibility to tell you that she done with you?
I think he got caught up. I really do. Like, I think that he knew that he wasn't going to be able to keep up. First of all, how old is Irv Gotti compared to Ashanti?
I mean, Ashanti's 40, 41. Irv Gotti, how old are you, Irv? Let's see.
Okay, so if Ja Rule is close to 50, wouldn't Irv be around that time? Hold on.
I'm about to tell you right now.
What's it? He's 52 right now.
So he's 12 years, 11 to 12 years her
junior, right? Her senior. So why would he even think that somebody as young and pretty as Ashanti was gonna stick around with his baggage of being separated, not divorced, with 3 kids? Why would she want to be stepmom? I'm just saying, make that make sense. There's no way in hell.
This kissing and telling 20 years later, if this would have happened 5 years after, the dissolution of whatever, I might feel differently. But 20 years later, this is messy. It's giving stink coochie energy.
I think it's clickbait. I think it's clickbait for you guys to tune into his BET documentary, and I think it's 4 parts. That's what I think this is all about. That's what I believe in.
That's fine. Irv, if you're listening, sir, I want to be the one to tell you that you will absolutely not get my view, because I think you messy. You got stank coochie energy, and nobody gives a fuck. I don't
care what nobody's saying. I'm tuning into that BET docuseries.
Nah,
I'm watching it.
For me.
I'm watching it. I'm watching
but
it.
But you were going to tune in before all of this, right, Sixx? You were going to watch it.
Yeah, I was going to watch it before. That's what I was finna say. When I heard that he was coming out with it, I was like, oh, I'm tuning in. Because there's a lot of shit that was going on with Murder Inc. prior to this whole Ashanti shit that we didn't know nothing about anyway. Let's start with 50 Cent shutting down their asses and getting the FBI involved. This shit I want to know about, because this shit has been taboo to talk about for a very long time. So I want to know about that. I want to know how you came across some of these artists, because they said Jay-Z was one of the artists he got signed. He got signed to who? Because didn't Jay-Z come out with his own record label and shit with Dame? This is okay. So I need the pieces to that. I got questions. So I'm definitely going to be checking out the docuseries, because I got a bunch of questions that don't even involve Shanti ass. It don't involve her. And I know a lot of us used to watch that doggone the reality show with him and Dev. Like, he was a trip. Like, I was like, I don't know how Dev put up with his ass for so long in the first goddamn place. I got questions. I need to see that docuseries.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched their reality show.
Yeah, it was good. It kept me interested. I want to know. What they say in she was hot in the game at that time. They were separated and still married, right? And then who said it appears that Irv didn't understand the assignment. He didn't understand the assignment. Sharon, aka Sharon. But let me tell you something. He sounded like he got caught up on the side piece. That's what it sounded like.
So this is
And
what I'm
she
about.
did, and she wasn't gonna be dealing with him.
Right. So you know how like Omarion non-singing ass tried to act unbothered,
Damn.
okay? And
We
and
back on Omarion.
Omarion non-singing ass tried to act unbothered. When I tell you, Ashanti, I am standing ovation, sis. Standing fucking ovation because you have coined unbothered for me. She ain't said nothing. She ain't did nothing. She been on vacation. Her skin is glowing. It look like she well hydrated, and she doing her thing. So good kudos to you, Ashanti, for not letting this bitter
Bitter
baby
Betty.
mama, okay, because he acting like a bitter baby mama, get to you, bother you, or disrupt you in any way. She ain't made a single solitary statement.
She never will. Now she was on Angie Martinez, and Angie asked her about the scenario with her and Irv. Now she didn't ask her if they were in a relationship or not. Angie did not ask any of those questions. Can anybody tell me why?
It probably was something that she said was off limits from the beginning of the interview.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people tell what they want to tell. We know, like, when you do those interviews and you accept those interviews, if they are reaching out to you for the interview, you can absolutely go in with your list of stipulations.
Well, I do know that, but I just think it's very peculiar that every platform that she goes on and they talk about the Irv Gotti with the FBI shit with her, they never bring up the Irv Gotti relationship to her. They never do. She has
But they
told
ask
her
her about
side.
Nelly, though. They always ask
They
her about
always
that,
ask
though.
her about Nelly. She answers any questions about Nelly's situation. Even when they was on the doggone Instagram with Ashanti, Ja Rule, Joe, and Remy Ma, when he came up on the stage doing their verses and went to go hug her. Now
That
you
was
got her on stage with Nelly prancing and doing a song together after this whole shit with Irv Gotti. Yeah, that was a setup. They did that shit on purpose.
That would just confirm for me that Irv was just something to do. That means that when she walked into it, she wasn't banking on it being anything more than what it was. I felt like she understood the assignment.
Right. She was probably 19 or 20. He was in his early 30s. That's like a generational difference, you know? So she
And he
wasn't.
already confirmed that she wasn't sleeping with him just to get her music out because he explained how he met her anyway. So that wasn't it either. Because that's what we would normally be like. Oh, she was just trying to, they probably was telling her that you got to sleep with me in order to get your songs out. He already said that wasn't the case either. So I don't know what the whole big two-lie is with Irv. I really think it's just all clickbait for the docuseries. Maybe it'll get you to go watch it. But she is not in the documentary, the docuseries. Ashanti is not in it. She declined to do it. So if y'all traveling over there for that, it's not there. It's not there, boo. Okay. But I said I was going to watch it from the beginning. I got other questions that don't involve Ashanti in this whole thing. And that's the whole reason why I be tuning in. So I don't know. He just needs to stop making himself look retarded out here in these damn streets, because he got good accolades that he deserves to be recognized. Like, I really do believe that Irv Gotti is he's one of those good producers, like how y'all claim Diddy is, even though Diddy be stealing shit too.
Yeah, but he also made a statement that
allegedly.
He also made a statement that really makes me feel like he's bitter, like he's pissed off at her, and he wants to say anything to try to kind of like drag her name through the mud, because he is obviously upset about her doing what she did, what she's doing with the covers. And he made it a point to be very vocal, saying you can't jazz it up, you can't fix it.
Have you ever heard of somebody who tries to do a cover song on YouTube and you be like, it's just not the same?
I mean, it don't be the same, but I will argue that there are some people that do covers and the cover sounds better than the original. I truly believe, because those songs were hot because it was Ashanti. I don't think that a Beyonce could have did those Ashanti songs and they would have hit the same. So I do think that Ashanti can redo these covers and it be something, because I still listen to that album. That album is the shit. From
So
start
what
to
did he
finish.
say about those covers though, Shantae? Because didn't he say even if you do a cover, you still have to get a release? And he's not.
She's already
Is that
done
what
the.
he said?
He said something about it that I think, to me, it came off as a scare tactic. From what I understand and what I've read, she has done everything she is supposed to do to be able to do a cover, and anything that happens from those covers, regardless of how minute or how big the change might be, she's within her right. And if you play it or stream it, and people are going to do that, namely probably because of this, because all of the women are in agreement that Irv is coming off like bitter baby mom energy. So
Well, let me
people
say
are going
this.
to stream Ashanti's covers just to spite him, if nothing else, so that she gets those royalties.
Okay, so let me say this then. TLC did covers to do that and get away from Pebbles. Do they play the TLC covers or do they play the TLC original? I'll wait.
I don't think anybody plays TLC anything.
We do play TLC stuff, but we play the originals. We don't play their covers.
Wait, hold on, because the covers wouldn't include Left Eye. So that's the difference there. They have a whole missing member.
I'm just saying they did their covers.
Yeah, but
and we still don't listen to the covers.
I was a TLC fan because I was really a Left Eye fan. Don't get me wrong. I like Chili. I like T-Boz. But Left Eye was the shit. She was the quirky, out of the box one, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She wasn't the one that was big on fashion in that tight, skimpy, flirtatious way. Once she left the group, it was unfortunate how she left the group. You know what I mean? She wound up passing away or whatever. But once she left the group, there was no TLC without Left Eye. So you can cover it until you blue. It's not TLC anymore. Ashanti was a one-woman show.
You can, with them being a group member, I don't think that they left her out of the samples.
Right,
when they redid the songs, because we
right,
have.
but
So
with the,
I don't think that.
but when you do a cover and you're missing a member, the sound is not. It's different. I'm trying to think of how to explain it, but it's not the same. Ashanti can do a cover, and all of the vocals are still hers. She did the original. She's doing the cover. There's nothing missing.
All they're doing is taking their vocals and adding it to different music. Their vocals are laid down on a reel. They don't even technically have to go in there to re-sing it, but in order for you to be able to get proceeds, you do. So to that degree, yes.
No,
they
she
won't
has to
redo the
re-record.
vocals. They won't be doing the vocals of Left Eye.
She has to. Ashanti has.
She has to record those,
She
right?
has to re-record whatever she's doing for these covers. However she's doing it, she has to re-record the whole album. That's why she redid the cover art and everything.
But with all due respect, Shantae, ain't nobody gonna listen to that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't listen. We don't listen to the covers of TLC. It's a bunch of people who try to get out of their contracts and redo their songs. We don't listen to that. We listen to the original. That's what the fuck we like.
We'll see. I disagree.
Okay. Well, I hope she do get her covers out. I really do. But I guarantee you, I'm not gonna be searching for Ashanti's cover. I'm gonna pull up the motherfucking Ashanti Happy, and it's gonna be the Irv Gotti version of it. I guarantee
you've been searching for Ashanti, period.
First of all, I don't, but I'm just saying, if it came on my radio, I'm not turning it like I turn away from Beyonce shit.
Right. Well, I honestly didn't even know that TLC had covers, so
Girl, yeah, because they was trying to get out of Pebbles' unorthodox financial handlings. Diddy probably steals body from his daughters. Oh my God, Jerron. People will play the covers to despite Irv and his bitter butt. You think so? I wanted all the people who saying that they think Ashanti's covers is gonna be a dope and more better than the original. Please, when she releases that, I really would love to have a conversation about it when it comes out.
Oh, don't
When
worry,
it comes
I'll
out.
bring it back up because I'm definitely going to be a person who's going to play it to spite him. At this point, it's a movement to prove a point. Even if her covers don't hit how the originals hit, they still going to have it. They still going to hit. But
that's the whole reason why we like the old school stuff, though. It's from what we heard when it first came out. It's and I look, I done heard plenty of different versions to certain people who turn the stuff that they brought out in hip hop and they might spin it to be like a rock and roll type of thing or whatever. And guess what? I still play the fucking original. I still play the fucking original. I'm not up here searching for the new songs that they recovered. If I'm searching for it or it comes on the radio, I'm listening to the original.
You talk
but
Sixx, you talking about us, and you talk about the generation of people who were listening to music when Ashanti was out. The people
who's listening to Ashanti's new music that is out? Who's listening?
That's what I'm
because every time I see her, but that's what I'm saying. Every time I see her, she is out doing her old shit that Irv did.
I understand
she ain't doing
that,
her
but
new shit.
My kids have no idea about Ashanti's original album. They don't.
Nobody knows about Ashanti's albums. Anything except for old school
Whether
stuff.
you like them or not is a whole nother story. But there is a whole generation of us who will attest to Ashanti's album when she first came out being the shit.
I'm not saying that her. I'm talking about the new versus the old, Shantae. The new stuff versus the old.
What me and you understand. This new generation of kids, my kids, your kids, Shaniqua's kids, and the kids that they go to school with, if she brand this shit the right way, and all these girls going through Chrisean relationships with Blueface, they gonna play her covers.
Okay. We just
it might not be for us.
I beg to differ because like she got classic songs, and those classic songs, we like it because of the beat. We like it because of what was originally done on it.
Yeah, but
so if she could top that
today, have no idea about a beat. They
I
have
get
no
it.
idea what real bars.
But even if she comes out with something of a cover that is better than the original, it's not gonna be long lasting. I guarantee y'all. I just don't have that feeling that if she redo the covers, it's gonna be as great as the original. I just don't. So we'll just have to see, because I'm sticking with I don't think that her cover is gonna be better than the original song.
We shall see. The younger generation will definitely let us know.
They will.
Because it ain't up to us to determine that's what I'm saying. It's not our call.
I get it. But she ain't out here touring doing new music. I just want to let you know. She out here touring doing her old or school original shit. What concert are you going to of Ashanti's that she is out here doing new music? And every time I see her out and about doing a concert, she doing the old shit, and Ja Rule is with her. I don't know. Who was this last person? Jerron said, I ain't searching for Ashanti covers by herself, listening to her repeating the same 2-3 words 800 times on repeat. I mean, you know what? And we always talk about Ashanti saying, oh baby, but that shit was hot back in the day. That shit was hot. Like, I can't sit up here in front that I don't like none of her old school shit. As annoying as it may be now, that shit was hot when it first came out. That shit was hot. And I like the songs that Ja Rule used to sing on. Like, remember that one song he sung with Mary J. Blige about the rain? I like that song too. I don't know. I like his rugged voice, the way he sings. Them two together like was iconic. Irv and Ashanti. I think they just had it. I don't think nobody else could duplicate them two doing songs together. Like that shit was hot. Like we was always like, every time he came out with a song, we was anticipating on him doing one with Ashanti. And according to this article, Irv said that Ashanti stopped making hits when she left Murder Inc.
Now that's true. Now
I won't disagree with that.
That's true. That's true, you know.
I will not disagree
he
with that.
also stopped making hits, so you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's doing movies and stuff now. He just sold part of his masters, I think 50%, and he's doing movies, and he's bringing back that other sitcom shit he was doing where it was like acting out the videos of the songs. What was that he was used to doing?
It was called Tales. It wasn't a
Tales.
sitcom, no. It's like a drama, I think.
Like a drama. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that that's what he's doing, and he just signed a new contract selling 50% of his masters to get more escrow to do these movies that he got that's coming out. So
that's good. They all out here hustling. Now just keep your damn mouth shut, Irv.
Facts.
Damn.
Facts. All right, y'all. So the last and final of our conversation for tonight, once again, ends with your girl, Nay, the MUA. I heard she was out here in these streets making subliminal shots about people, and direct to what we were saying as to why we feel that she has not been communicating with her investors. And she said, and I don't have direct quotes because I wasn't in her live. I don't even follow her. But from what I hear, and this is all speculation, okay, that she was making subliminals about us and the reason why we're just bitter Black women.
Well, she better stop subliminally playing with me. Talk about somebody biting the hand that feeds them, allegedly. Meanwhile, she on Cash App begging for money for fucking school supplies. Ho, find somebody to play with.
Yeah,
Don't
she
play
was.
with me. Do not play with me. You lucky I wasn't there and I can't quote you directly, so I don't know how true this is. But if you was being subliminal, you need to come at me the same way I came at you. Because when I came at you, Nay, I added your ass.
You added her.
If it ain't directed, it's not respected. Do not play with me. I gave you money. You ain't give me shit.
And let the record reflect that shit. Y'all can tag her on this video on YouTube. Ask her to come join the live. Because we got questions if she think that we so bitter about her ass and we're biting the hand that feeds her. Because I guarantee we're not bitter. We just told you what you need to do in order to keep your investors interested and keep them updated. Because we ain't received no annual reports, no semi-annual reports or nothing. We don't know what you delegating the funds to.
And that's the part I think that makes me mad the most, right? Because throughout this process, and I gave her money in 2018. So let's be very clear. I am an actual investor. I have not asked this toe for a refund once. What I asked for was clear communication. What I also asked for was an expense report, because I've never received an expense report the entire time. So for her to say there's been no change, I don't know what have changed anyway, because you ain't give me one at the beginning. You ain't give me one in the middle, and you ain't give me one now. But don't you ever try to be disrespectful and insult my intelligence. I don't talk real ghetto and all that good shit, but bitch, the code switching is real. But don't ever disrespect me, talk about something I'm biting the hand that feeds me, because last I checked, ain't no residuals from a wig line from Miss Black Wall Street, Nay the MUA, BU Labs, the Glam Supply, or Showstoppers Beauty coming to my email, my P.O. box, or my physical address.
And from what I hear,
the hours that I put in. So don't fucking play with me.
And from what I hear, ain't nobody got no residuals of shit. The last time I heard anything about somebody getting some money, they was told that it wasn't enough to send to them because it was some change, and that, you know, it would cost them too much to send it actually.
And then people also need to have a very clear understanding that this shit is very personal, right? And it don't just affect me, because I only invested in the wig line, but I have a lot of friends who invested in the lash line and who also invested in her makeup palettes, and they none of them heard shit neither. So all
Absolutely
y'all
nothing.
bandwagon hoes that want to act like y'all on her side and y'all understand that I don't understand business, every investment that I have, whether it's crypto, Fidelity, or even my friends that run businesses that I decided to support, I get an update from them, whether it's verbal or written or through an app. Because Fidelity, I can log into 24/7, right?
And let's be real, the website that she claims that has the updated information on. Oh, I went back into the website, honey, and me and Sean was able to see that the last post, which was dated, well, the update says on the actual post is a different date from what it says in the actual update, which is October 27th of 2019. What was the actual date though, Sean?
I think it was January 26, 19.
January 26th is when she posted it, but in the update, and I'm gonna bring it up because I'm tired of all the bullshit. We got fucking receipts, and the last time her remedial ass did anything in the on the Instagram page was what date, Sean?
Well, she had to have done something fairly recently because remember the website that we had access to, the mbwsclub.com, is not the website that she uses anymore. If you go to mbwsclub.com, that website is gone. Right? There's a new website. I want to say it's mrsblackwallstreet.org or some shit. But whatever it was on the Instagram page. And when I checked, when we talked about this last time, she had took it off of the Instagram page. So you literally had to go online and play the motherfucking guessing game, whether it's .com, .org, .edu. So this hoe is doing everything she can to try to hide information or misconstrue to make people look stupid. Like she don't owe somebody something. Like that's the part that I think pisses me off the most, right? Because I invested in you, but you're acting like I owe you. I don't owe you nothing. I don't.
And then the last time, and even though you didn't ask for a refund, I asked for a refund. And what she told me, and I saved all of those inbox messages from Instagram, so she can lie if she want to. I'll pull them up. She said that we'll be able to get the refund when she gets the list of who wants to sell their seeds, and then gets a list of people who wants to purchase them, and then we'll be able to do it that way. Nobody has gotten an email response from that hoe since then. We ain't got no emails. The people who have been trying to sell their seats been waiting on the email, like she said. Well, I'm gonna send an email out, or it'll be updated on the website, so that if you want to sell your seats, these are the people who would like to buy it, because she said it will only be bought from already people who have already been investors.
And
it was a bunch of people.
I have email receipts because at one point I was reaching out to her to pick up more seats. I was. And I never, the last response I got via email was that I was being added to the list, and I ain't heard shit else. So at the very least, when you decided you wanted to sell your seat, Sixx, I thought I would have got an email. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't. I'm one of the people who actually have an email receipt, right? Because I don't delete emails. I just don't. It's just not
I don't
something
either.
I do. And my email states I got a response that, I will be added to the list. I ain't heard shit since. But I think I'm just really annoyed that if this is true, because I was not in that live, but if this is true, bitch, don't play with me. You on there begging via Cash App for people to quote unquote donate to you for school supplies after popping shit on TikTok, talking about some school was paid for with the loan. So you're trying to fucking tell me you already got a laptop. You got a MacBook, so don't play with me, right? Because I've seen it several times over. You move, let you tell it, you moved to another state because you needed something bigger, you needed a bigger warehouse, whatever. Cool, no problem. But you can't afford notebook paper? You can't afford ink pens? The fuck?
And the live that she was asking for that, I was in that live for a short period of time of her begging, asking for donations for school supplies. The fuck out of here. What in the hell you asking for school supplies for? And And what's going
Let me not
on with the
say-
investment money? Where
Let
is
me
that
not
at?
say what I was. This ain't even just about one investment no more, right? We all of us, most of us invested in the wigs for certain, but some of us even went further and did the lashes and the palettes. Nobody has gotten shit. The last update I think some people got was like from 2019. It's 2022, right?
The document that I'm looking at on the website, this new website shows that the Miss Black Wall Street updates ready to take over the entire beauty industry. The date on that is October 27, 2019. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, Naomi Leanne Blake, nay the MUA, nay the scam, owner of BU Labs, owner of Showstoppers Beauty, owner of the Glam Supply, however you want to be addressed. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop acting like I'm an angry black woman for no fucking reason. Stop acting like you as another black woman didn't take somebody's money that believed and invested in you and ran with it. And when I was respectful and followed your directions via email, via DM or IG, all that shit, that you didn't blatantly ignore me. And don't act like I talk behind your back, because when I asked you, I tagged your dumb, stupid, half retarded ass. Don't play with me. Don't disrespect me like that.
Who is this? So Jerron said, I asked for my seat could be sold to a current happy investor. Yeah, you asked for it too, and she didn't ever reply back. She ain't got time to update us. She going to school and begging for school supplies for grad school. And Sharon, aka Sharon, said she was in that live. Yes. Maybe trying to buy a trapper keeper, a trapper lie keeper. Right? I'm just saying, ain't nobody over here trying to be bitter and mad. What we're asking for is relevant information. Like, this is information that you will be asking for from any investor so that they know what's going on with the money. And don't tell me that it's the same information as before.
And don't be trying to act like somebody's making some shit up or you doing your due diligence, because you not. Stop painting a picture that somebody really is biting the hand that feeds them. You fucked up your own brand. You trying to build a whole new audience, because the audience that you have rocking with you when you have 5,000 views on a single live ain't there no more, because you're a liar. You don't know how to communicate, and you coming off real begging like. So stop trying to be disrespectful on the low when this is all shit you would never say to my face. Like, don't play with me.
And the other thing about it is, she claims that this is the new Nay. This the same old ass Nay, because they didn't know how to communicate prior to. And when we were all in the Instagram group and she was asking, well, what do you guys think? How should we handle this? How should we handle that? And people was in there giving you valid information on how to make sure to be able to communicate with your investors. That's when you delegated the emails to Quincy ass, because your ass couldn't fucking handle it. Quincy was the one who was responding back to the emails when we were sending in. Quincy was responding back. You was not doing it. You kept saying it was an overload for you. So now that Quincy is no longer in the picture, what happened to all of those emails? They just sitting dormant. Nobody has heard back from any of those emails for you to be talking about you keep your investors updated. You ain't said shit. You ain't responded to not an email from years ago.
And any investor who is okay with only getting an update once every 2 years, more power to you. But I don't move like that, right? That's not how I operate. I at the very least, because you a business and you trying to get off the ground or whatever you doing, I'm expecting to hear something at least once every 6 months.
Exactly.
At least once every 6 months. I'm not asking for an update every month or every quarter for that matter. But once every 6 months is not unrealistic. We rocking on 2 years at this point. And then you try to gaslight people. And you got some people finesse. You got some people brainwashed Naomi Leanne Blake, and that's your business. But please do me a favor. Do not go on a live if that's what you're doing and try to paint a picture to become a victim. Because sis, you're not the victim. The victim is the people whose money you've taken and have given them zero update in the last at least 18 months. The victim is the people that you painted a picture to who have gotten zero return on the investment. I am okay with taking the L because you tried and you failed. But I haven't even seen your effort yet. And please keep in mind, don't play me like I'm stupid, because when you got those demo wigs, I was also one of the people who purchased those. And I was rocking with you because when you was doing those beauty bundles with the cut crease kits and the fucking brow kits and the lashes and them beauty blenders, yeah, I bought those too. So don't act like this is somebody who's truly bitter. I was a supporter. But now you being disrespectful and you insulting my intelligence. And at this point, you've stolen money from me. And now you out here begging, but you living your best life. And then you're going to be subliminal with whatever you said in your life. If that's true, I highly recommend you keep my name or anything about me remotely out of your vocabulary.
Or if you got something that you really want to say, why don't you act the people you talking about subliminally? Because I'd be happy to come into your live.
You ain't
I'd be
never
happy to have a conversation.
She untagged herself from my post.
Right.
I tagged her ass and then she responded. And if she deleted whatever she deleted, that's okay because I got the screenshots. Don't play with me. But then she untagged herself. So ain't nothing subliminal about nothing I say or do when it comes to somebody stealing money from me and then going online and begging. Like, don't play with me.
So who is this? This in the chat they said communication with no lies, and she can keep the bullshit attitude and the tears. I really want a real Quincy to please stand up and tell us the real truth. That's why she building more on IG and TikTok, because Facebook users know the real they and the lies. She act like we a bitch off the streets when we were more like family. Like, right, we was the only ones rocking with you and telling you to go about doing this shit.
Hold on, let's keep it a being, because remember, like I joined Makeup Snitch in November of 2017, which is, if I'm not mistaken, that's almost the very beginning of Makeup Snitch, right? She stopped going live in Makeup Snitch at least the end of 2021. She ain't stopped taking that money out my account until what, March or April of this year? And she ain't provide no content. But when we had the conversations, and I'm like, she's still taking that $2.99 out my account, but it's all good. Black sister trying to do her thing, $3 ain't gonna hurt me. But then you gonna be disrespectful when I ask you a question about an update and you ain't been doing nothing but getting money from me? Like, come on now. Like, who is you talking to? Like, I need her to cross the state line in North Carolina.
Yeah, or go live with us so we can ask the questions and get the real answers, because the information that you've been telling everybody else on your new platform has been lies, and we all got proof. We got documented proof. And people is tired of playing with you about this whole scenario, because again, a lot of people wasn't even asking for a refund. Everybody was basically asking for better communication. So how is that making anybody bitter? And the only reason why people keep asking for a refund, because you told us we would be able to do so. You told us we would be able to get a refund. As long as it was seats to sell, then people wanted to sell their seats, people wanted to purchase their seats that were already investors, we should be able to sell our seats to them. So if it's people that's out there that is invested in the LIE and people who actually want to get some seats, inbox me. I'll be happy. You can PayPal me the money and I'll be able to give you the information, log on for that shit, for the seats. You can change the password and make it be like your own. Because at this point, this some bullshit. Because you ain't been doing what you supposed to do from the very jump. You done lied about us being able to do and get a refund. You done lied about talking about we've been sitting up here playing like we bitter. We ain't bitter. You've been lying, talking about the information that you claim has been updated. We got proof. that the last time you updated this information, the last time you went live on Instagram for Miss Black Wall Street, the last time you sent us information on the website, we got all of that.
And not for nothing, when she was making all those changes, changing websites and shit like that, you supposed to let your investors know you changing that. You supposed to. That's just what it is. If you running a honest business, if a website is going to be down for any length of time, you supposed to let people know that's invested. Yo, the website's going to be down for maintenance, for conversion, for whatever. You should have sent out a notification about that. And when
Anytime that you do anything,
when the new website came up, I shouldn't have had to hunt for that. Like, that should have been information that should have been volunteered to me. I should not have had to find that shit out because I'm trying to contact you because I ain't heard shit in so long. Right? That's just not something I had to do. And if you need to take a hiatus and seesaw production on everything associated with my investment, that's communication. You're supposed to let me know too. That's business etiquette at the very basic of all things business. That's the very basic. Ain't nobody telling you to tell me, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, you had to run away from a domestic violence situation. I don't fucking know. But if that's, you know what I mean, what you going through, that's your business. But you supposed to let me know that you get ready to take a hiatus. This is changing, that's changing. It's expected to be up, I don't know, September 1st of 20,878. I don't fucking know. But whatever it is, you're supposed to share that information. I ain't supposed to hunt you down.
All facts. Anytime you supposed to be moving or moving your business, you supposed to let your investors know where the new location is. Has anybody gotten that information?
If she has, I haven't.
Crickets.
If she gave something, I ain't get that information. Last I heard, she allegedly somewhere in Texas. That's the last thing I heard. She allegedly somewhere in Texas. My sister
at this point, even if she's allowing seat pickup, I'm sure she has all of us on a blacklist to not purchase from. But it's amazing she updated a blogger what was going on, but not her investors.
No, I don't believe she updated the blogger. I believe she gave a blogger a soft story, and because that particular blogger shares a birthday with her, she hit a soft spot for a blogger, fell for the same finesse that a lot of us fell for when we initially invested in her ass. So she didn't update the blogger. She ain't tell the blogger no more shit than she probably already told the people that be on her lives. I don't go on her lives like that. I seldom catch them because unlike her, right, I work a job that I got to punch a clock for, and I got family and shit to take care of. But she gave the blogger a sob story and probably did the boo-hoo thing that made the blogger feel bad. And the icing on the cake was that they share a birthday. So it became relatable, and it was no longer about getting the relevant facts. One thing about May is that she's a finesser.
And I hate to be the one to say it, but I give a zero fucks as to what happened to you. I don't give a fuck, because guess what? Just like these companies out here, you working for them for 25, 35 years and your ass passed away, your job is up on the website looking for somebody else within 2 days.
What they say, the position is posted before the obituary, right?
Before the obituary. So at least if you want to talk about doing your due diligence, you need to be updating your investors on your moves, what you're doing and how the money is allocated. Where's the Excel sheet with all of this information? Where's the money? That's what I want to know. Where's the money?
Hell, I mean, what stage of manufacturing are we at now? Because yeah, I get it. The pandemic may have slowed some shit down, but it's a lot of motherfucking wigs coming out. A lot. A whole lot. And people shit ain't on back order no more. So what's up?
Yeah, what's up? I don't know. What she say? Oh, okay. So we got that. I believe the blogger was paid or off future callers or products. These old crocodile tears. Oh, zero fucks, right? Zero at all, especially when you more than likely put yourself on those situations. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it annoys me more that she keeps using her being in a master's program as a form of justification for something. And it just doesn't do it for me, because when I signed up for this with you that was not a conversation that you said, oh well, at some point I'm going to have to stop everything because I'm going to sign up for the best master's program in the country for X, Y, and Z, because this is going to be really beneficial to the business for the wigs. And at this time, you know what I mean? Even though I'm not telling y'all that I want to come out with makeup palettes, I do plan to come out with makeup palettes. Like, what? Like, no, I don't give a fuck that you're in school. I don't. That's not my business. That's your prerogative. That ain't got shit to do with me. Just like if
And
I
then she
decided to be a prostitute, that ain't got shit to do with nobody else. You like, none of that shit matters. The only thing I give a fuck about is what is the status of the project? Where's the expense report? Why am I not being updated? And when are you going to like be honest about anything at all? Because while on TikTok you said you don't care. The more I talk, the more I'm gonna bite the hand that feeds me. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I help financial move until you prove
basically,
otherwise.
basically.
I help financial move until you prove otherwise. Me and I don't know how many other people that donated at least $200, because each seat was $200. We help financial move. When I bought that wig that was supposed to be a demo, yep, I helped financial move. When I bought that bundle thing that was in that dumbass diamond box, yep, I helped financial move. When I bought the brow kit, yep, I helped financial move. And I'm gonna keep saying that I fed you, you ain't feed me until you show me otherwise.
The proof is in the pudding. It's in writing. That's all we need. I mean, if you want to shut the investors up, then that's what you need to do. Provide some documentation, an annual report, a semi-annual report. That's what you need to do. She running a whole business where the customer service agent left and there's no customer service now. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't want nobody coming over here to my platform talking about no bullshit in regards to well, it's just only her working. Because guess what? We told her years ago that she needed to hire a staff. Everybody has told her to hire a staff.
And even if you come over here in the comments over here talking that bullshit that she working by herself, I don't give a fuck. You want to know why? Because I know a lot of business owners that are running their business solo. And when my order is going to be delayed, if it's lost in transit, if there's an issue, I have never had an issue with contacting them, getting a response, them investigating or doing whatever and fixing it, whether that be by refunding me, reshipping my order, or telling me I had an issue with my manufacturer. I have to wait for this. These are my options. What would you like to do? Yep. I have several friends that run businesses by their motherfucking self, meaning they design what they have to design. They put the design to the material that they selling in on. They model it. They go live. They package it. And they take that shit to the post office they goddamn self. So I don't want to hear shit about somebody running a company by their self. Because there are millions of us that do that. Millions of us. So that's not a good answer. And not for nothing, I'm about to have my 7th child. And I run my household by myself. And ain't nobody dead. Everybody eating. They all straight A and B students. And the laundry gets done. So find somebody to play with. Because I will go in the comments and I will drag you for filth too. So that's not in your best interest to do that.
And the only thing she gonna do is block and untag you on anything you post to her. That's all she's been doing. Which is crazy. Because I don't think what we're asking for is invalid at all. I think we're asking valid information that should be delegated to us as investors. And we are investors. We still have money with you. None of us then got a refund. And none of us have seen a return on investment.
I ain't even seen the investment come to life. That's the part that I think people keep fucking up and getting misconstrued, right? Because the people that invested are not even necessarily looking for a return on an investment, because we understand what an investment is. And this is the part that pissed me off with her, because this is where she insulted people's intelligence. People are okay with taking a loss on the investment. But the problem is that we have not seen the project come to life for it to be determined that it's just been a fail.
Yeah.
If you made a product, you tried to sell it and it didn't move,
that's different.
We are okay with that. We supported you for a very clear reason.
And I think everybody knew it wasn't going to be immediate. Everybody knew that.
Listen, Sheen is selling synthetic wigs. Don't nobody synthetic. Listen, if she's gonna do this, I'm not confident it's gonna take off at this point anyway, because like I think she missed the window of opportunity.
Somebody on Kendra just said, "Don't talk to them if you got synthetic hair." I was like, "Oh well."
And I think she really don't understand that. If she put her website is called Mrs. Black Wall Street. Anybody who knows anything about Black Wall Street understand what that was about. A lot of us understand that most of her investors at the time were women, and were minority women at that. So she played on heartstrings, and something that a lot of us know a lot about. So she took advantage of a lot of people, and people were actually scrambling and struggling to get invested in her. People were scrambling and struggling so much, if y'all remember, that she got inundated with emails about people being mad that they missed the cutoff, and that was when she changed the percentage and added additional seats and lessened her percentage allegedly to allow more people to buy seats, because people were missing the deadline. People giving her their last, and she played on that. And then when she got enough fuss from some of us, because, yo, what's going on? It's taking so long. There was supposed to be some type of palette that I ain't heard shit about since.
You ain't heard about the supplemental palette, the be good.
Yeah, but that's the last thing I heard about it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people think that I'll be saying shit to just bash her. I'm not trying to bash you, but you're not about to play me either.
Yeah, you got to be a real shitty person to know that you're taking people's last and cut off communication and do like she doing. I mean, in my mind, like I done told y'all before, it's been 5 years. That money gone. You know, I done spent that in McDonald's over the years, but it's the principle of the matter. Damn it.
And that's why she got to start over. I'm assuming that's why she got to start over with a whole new fan base. But I'm going to tell her, listen, I'm not even going to say the business names again, because I really don't want to give them no airtime, because it's just not something I recommend anybody supporting in any capacity, because she has stolen from a lot of people. And she has stolen from a lot of people. And then she continues to go live and she starts begging for shit. And then she gives a sob story about whatever is going on in her life, which at this point, if you believe everything this hoe say, maybe you part of her story. I don't know. But nah, she ain't going to keep playing me and then try to be subliminal and lies and tell lies on her lives about some group of bitter women. Bitch, I'll show you better. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Okay, so what they say, I can't believe that they use their paychecks to finance school supplies for someone with no kids that chooses not to work a 9 to 5, buy pencils and a notepad. Fuck out of here. All right.
And see, that shit don't make no sense. Like, well, not for nothing. As in a master's program, what type of school supplies do you need? You don't got ink pens? Because if you don't have ink pens, I have a problem. Because you remember those dumbass ink pens she sent some of us with the little diamond,
With
the
the
fake
diamond
diamond
at
at the
the top
top?
of it
You ain't
that
got
she
no
got
more
from
now?
Family Dollar or somewhere.
Right. You ain't got no more
Those
than
were
this?
expensive, damn it.
No, they wasn't because they sell them on fucking Amazon.
Girl.
Oh gosh, crazy. Yeah. Well, she's
I mean,
definitely something else.
my thing is, don't be over there complaining about people coming for you, because in all reality, you knew this was coming. You knew it was coming because you hadn't been having a conversation with your investors. You ain't been updating them in fucking since 2019.
She should have known this was coming when she called herself trying to throw subliminal shots on that dumbass live where she was begging for school supplies that she since deleted.
Yeah, she went live twice. The first live she went is where she threw subliminals that we didn't catch, and then the second live she did for them
Oh
school
yeah, that's the
supplies.
one that she deleted because she was scared. She's scary. Got it.
My thing is, don't I'm very direct. I'm very direct. I don't even have to do no subliminals when I'm talking about Nay. I don't. At this point, we've been around you for so many years prior to this whole situation. There's no need for me to sit up here and not say your name.
Naomi Leanne Blake, I tagged you. You know I ain't sending no subliminal shots, sis. So that's the least of your concern. If you want to
And
know
if
what
you
I
ever want to have a conversation, we all available to talk. That's what social media is all about. That's how we found your ass in the first place, on social media.
All right, well, we gave this hoe enough airtime. Next case.
Y'all got two to three to choose from. We talking about Wendy Williams' health condition. John Legend announces a new album, and the Breakfast Club reacts to the whole Angela Lee big announcement.
Cool.
The only thing I'm interested in is Wendy out of
I
those
was
three.
I was getting ready to give a rundown. John Legend, new album, cool. I think. Congrats. Whatever. Wendy and your health. We could talk about Wendy. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Angela Lee leaving the Breakfast Club. Bye.
Michelle said she don't add shit to the show no damn way. So
I told y'all I never thought she was. She was just so bland when she talked, like super bland.
She got her own show. Congratulations, more power to her. Bye.
girl, congrats to her. But when I saw her hosting on that Essence Fest, let me tell you something. I was like, ma'am, no. What the hell, Angela Lee?
Yeah,
You
but
sound like
I am interested in Wendy's health because that picture, that whole body picture, that looks scary.
Ain't that something?
I immediately Wendy, I'm sorry, I'm about to say this, but I immediately thought of Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, it's really bad. It's really bad. You know, I think her legs have been like that for a while, but she used to always wear like some type of compression pantyhose all the time. You know, the nude looking ones that kind of look like your legs.
Oh yeah, I know what
the
you're
nude,
talking
like
about.
the nude ones, yeah. But when I
So
seen it,
she's
I'm
been
like,
wearing those, but damn, that's
yeah,
sad.
that like I hope that like. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just like when you have, I guess when I just assume, and I'm sure I'm wrong, that when you have money, right, you have the best medical team available to you to help prevent or manage a lot of shit. But at the same time, it's like, damn, okay, she is human. Shit happens to everybody. But I was just like, damn.
Yeah, awful. Well, prayers to Wendy. I hope, whatever is going on with her, like, if she never gets to come back, I understand. I just hope she'll be okay. Because the way she's looking and stumbling around, looking dazed and confused, just really sad.
Yeah, and I do agree. She was wearing, like, when I pull up like a lot of the pictures and stuff of her prior to, you could tell that she had on some kind of stockings or net stockings or something like that. So, but this article that we're looking at now is talking about her health condition. And they're saying that she recently not in her usual self, and her manager gave an update regarding her medical status. That is Wendy is the former host of the daytime show, Wendy Williams Show. However, she has to take a break in front of the camera due to the medical complications. So this is what they was telling us back, when everything started to happen. And then we came out and she said that she was married. She told Jason Lee that she was married and she didn't care what anybody thought. And then they had to come out and correct that as well from what they're saying. But now that we've seen these new recent updates about her legs and stuff like that, people got really more concerned about it. Let's see what they say here.
Wendy Williams has a new man in her life.
Are you kidding me?
And despite the rumor mill, that's really all there is to it. For now.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Here's what we know. There's chatter the former talk show host and her new boyfriend, reportedly a New York City police officer named Henry, tied the knot. But according to her manager, it's not true. He tells ET, quote, "That's inaccurate. She is excited about a new relationship and probably got carried away in conversation. Wendy doesn't wish to disclose details at the moment."
I feel like everybody deserves privacy.
Right now, Wendy's manager says her only priorities are her health and launching her upcoming podcast.
They don't know how to count me out.
Her rep goes on to hint at just how new this relationship is, saying, quote, "You never know anything is serious when it comes to the affairs of the heart until it's serious." So how do we get there?
It's weird doing hot topics and being a hot topic. You know what I mean?
It began with a report from Jason Lee, CEO of the media outlet Hollywood Unlocked, who also happens to be good friends with Wendy.
How you doing?
Jason later doubled down on his claim amid denials from Wendy's manager. He posted audio from his phone call with Wendy to Instagram, in which Wendy seemingly insists her manager is wrong and she is married.
No, everybody seems to have a problem with that. I'm married. I don't care who knows it. I'm married.
In a follow-up statement to ET, Wendy's manager says he never intended to discredit Jason.
That is weird to me.
It should be noted, Wendy's walked down the aisle twice before, with her infamous marriage to ex-manager Kevin Hunter ending in divorce in 2019.
I stuck with my ex-husband because we had a son. If we didn't have children, I would have been out,
But we can't be surprised Wendy hasn't given up on finding Mr. Right. Back in June, a source told ET, quote, "Wendy wants to fall in love and knows that's exactly what she deserves." And she told Page Six this just a couple weeks ago.
I want to. A lot of girls at 57 don't care about. Excuse me, I'm gorgeous. Can I?
Oh, well.
Well, that's what she said. That's what she said. And then I was trying to pull up the picture of her legs circulating out here in these YouTube streets, honey, because this was just a whole situation. So let's take a look at this so you can actually see. Now, when they snap the pictures look very different from the video. Now, I have the video. So let's take a look, because she was sitting in the hotel area for a minute, and I think she came out, and then she started talking, and somebody came and abruptly put her back into the hotel waiting section here. Here we go. Look at her legs.
Is this your husband, Wendy? Wendy.
Very well, thanks. So my American Express is broken, so I got to take care of that. Where am I flying? That's not where I'm flying.
Right.
I apologize. How
That's
do I
all
look?
right. You look great. Yes, phenomenal. How's
Clearly, I look 30.
you look great, Wendy. We love you. We do.
She said clearly she looked 30, honey. When they actually showed the still shots of her legs, it was bad. It was really bad. It looked like they had shrunk tremendously. And you could only see it a little bit in the video when she was walking, but it was a lot of loose skin.
Listen, I
on her
commend her
leg.
for her confidence because if that was me, I don't think I would be confident enough to walk without my legs covered. So kudos to her confidence because I don't think I would be able to do it.
Ain't that something? So I don't know,
But
but I think
whatever she's dealing with, she gets the help she needs, I guess.
Yeah, that's so sad. That's so sad. Here's the picture of the actual still shot. Let me show you guys that. And this is when everybody started like, what's going on with Wendy? Why this, that, and the third? But you see her legs? This is what the video doesn't show, but the still picture does. Like you can only see it a little bit in the video. But y'all remember how her foot looked prior to, her legs looked prior to, they were super humongous. And when she used to sit in that lymphedema suit thing to try to compress her, the swelling and stuff like that was crazy. That was super crazy. So, prayers to Wendy. I hope she, gets around people who actually has her best interest at heart. I don't think that the team that she has around her has that for her. And from what we also hear that she has not been allowing her brother and anybody else to reach her. And I don't even think she's allowing her son. Did we hear that too? Like she's not allowing her son to contact her or something?
No, they said her son is allowed. I had heard that he wasn't, then I heard that he is.
Okay. All right. So I hope she gets, the help that she needs, and I hope she gets new people around her that'll help her because this is clearly terrible. 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 So with that being said, my cursors, we are done. I hope y'all got the full gist of this live today. I want to thank my co-host. I got Shonda Gossip and of course Michelle Shantae as well. We forget anything else before I leave? Because sometimes we always forget something. I think we covered everything.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. So with that being said, my cursor, huh?
I said nothing that I could think of. I was talking on mute, but good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Y'all have a good day. Yep.